We are live as I hit the transition button and I make sure to post on all the media. I just posted to some boys' DMs. Posted up there, posted up there.
Up into the DMs.
Andre hasn't loaded for me, by the way.
It has.
Wait, what?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, you're there on the players list.
it's still a gray screen with the Foundry logo in the corner.
Might just take a little longer for you.
Just loading in.
At least you
It's
saw the
been
boundary.
loading since I got on the call.
I'm
gonna refresh.
Yeah, I agree with that move.
Then have you tried turning it on and off?
That's what refreshing is.
Oh, scammed. This is white chocolate. Oh well.
The hell? So Streamcord successfully sent the updates about the other people who I have in the Streamcord going live. But now I'm not seeing our announcement. Anyway, it is what it is. Hello and welcome as I get us out of studio mode, move our boxy woxy, and hit a brief play of the Bhutan. Um, So, the party has just slid into the washway, a series of tunnels that utilize natural events like rain and also like pumped river water to slickly move a lot of goods. There is a problem though, which is that this has been decommissioned since people were accused of plotting against Gedi Varkar, the current tyrant of Cathadak, using them. The wards on this particular one have been deactivated because it is expected the fists will shortly be utilizing them to move down to the riverfront and then move into Tanlyn town for a crackdown. This has created a window of opportunity to slide in, detonate the support pillars into the garrison, steal an important magical item, and then slide out. If everything goes according to plan, all you have to do is slide through a wet tunnel, slide on out, and blow shit up behind you. Assuming you manage to get the Diadem of Dusk. So, that is more or less the setup. What is the play here with our players is the only question that remains.
Do you want to do the stream introduction and like the bid stuff and Dangers to Go loans?
Yeah, so, gosh, how have I still not written this down? Also, there are things that I would throw out, but the bot is just not going to listen to the commands that I send for whatever reason. Yeah,
What?
so
Stupid bot.
If you'd like to support us, you can. If you'd like to support the channel, you can go to the link, the About Me section, the Money Honey. Go and you can donate in the Wild Magic search bar you see on the side of the map will go up. When it dings, a wondrous event that changes the landscape will occur. And that is the Wild Magic search bar. If you want to, for no money down, give us give a player an item or insight of my choosing, you can redeem channel points for Danger to Go Alone. Yeah, that's the situation. I feel like there's like another half to that spiel, but I struggle to recall it. So yeah,
That's okay.
that's it. We're back at it again. Broadly speaking, you need to move to the north, as represented by the top of this map, and you're presently in the washway. There's lots of metal grates, rain, and chains around. The terrain is slick here, and it could be easy to lose your footing. I think that we popped down in a certain order, but I couldn't be asked to remember it. So you are all here. You are all in the same situation. And the ground is very wet. And the pattern of rain is sliding in to a variety of drainage ditches. And yeah.
You guys will see. Well, I guess you guys won't see my imp, but my imp's gonna be on my head, and with its wing is gonna make a mini umbrella.
Mm-hmm.
So you see like the water hit the invisible wing and slide off. But you know, everything else is still wet. It's not that big, so only my head is dry. Everything else is still fucking wet.
Doesn't that seem a little pointless then?
Yeah, it's the water out of my eyes. Virgin, can you, I don't know what's really in front of us, but can you do something about that?
The water?
Yeah.
Oh, can I do something about it, Lee? Can I part it like the Red Sea?
Yeah, so there's flowing water here. You happen to know a little something about that, Vryosion. The water is like the effects aren't quite like a full description of it, but they are mostly being funneled into the area where the metal grates are, and then there's stone next to it.
Yeah, I just want to stop the flow.
Yeah, you want to stop. Do you want to part the flow, or do you want to stop the flow? Because it's raining heavily outside, and you are
I'll
where
part
the
it,
drainage ditch comes out. Okay, yeah.
Stopping it
absolutely.
sounds the.
So I think one of your what are they called again? Arts can like manipulate water.
Yes.
Does that cost burn?
Let me pull up the text. Because I have my character sheet open, obviously. Basic hydrokinesis.
Little backseat gaming, but you couldn't mess with your kinetic cover.
Would that work like that? I mean, it would just go around it, right?
Well, you can have multiple up.
But the water is still. I guess that's another way to part it. Yeah. But
So
I think doesn't this work the same way?
At least I don't know. I guess it depends on how you envision the walls. But
I mean,
your walls do block.
you
physical
tell me
things.
what you do, and I'll tell you what happens.
I don't think putting up walls would help because the water is still flowing in the area. I guess separating in the middle area, just jumping over it. No, I'm just gonna try to part it. Gonna try to part the seas. Move a staff in my hand.
Ooh. Yeah, so you more or less move your hands, or they appear to be hands. Your feather tips swing, and a corridor emerges within the water. You didn't see it, as in there isn't one, Pat, or as in there was one that you did not notice? Because I've got a new system and I'm on the lookout to see if it works or not. Because Streamcord worked for our friends going live. Alright, fuck me. I do have to. Everyone, we are live, twitch.tv. So there'll probably be a second ping right after this one. There always fucking is. So yeah, you open a corridor. Maharishi, the sub, thank you so much! Thank you so much, Maharishi. It means a lot. We are here, we are live with Tier Takes Tanlyn Town, and yes, you part the flowing water, and all that's left is the grates below. You see the water rushing even further, flicking the area, and you are now able to traverse with minimal issue. If you got knocked down or anything, you might have a problem, but you guys don't have to worry about the big column of water coming down.
You said there's a grate there now?
We do just keep being, such as there have always been grates. If you look at the ground and you see the like checker pattern, that is great. Like Verosian, Tyr, and Zai are all standing on metal grate that goes clang clang and is wet and slicked. The just plain gray is simply stone.
Okay. Well, you're just like, well, Goblin and Elves first. Quickly, please.
Yeah, so what does everyone do?
Just leave me hanging.
There you go. Tear slides through. Everyone's back in the position. By the way, Casey, your camera's here, but I can't hear you.
Oh, that's because I'm not talking.
Oh, okay.
Can you move your character at all?
I would if I could.
Oh shit!
I'm gonna move to my other computer so I won't have cameras tonight.
That's okay.
I mean, oh no, me too.
Mm-hmm. Actually, Zoom's running smoothly now. Oh wait, no, it's loading. Oh, thank God.
Now I would try and say I'm gonna try and load between as few maps as possible tonight, Casey. I regret to inform you, this sequence of encounters is about to be incredibly low between map heavy. I hope it doesn't fuck you. I'm sorry.
Oh, my internet for whatever reason said it was unstable. So it's not a Foundry specific issue. So like, whatever you do, yeah. Like I think Foundry would just suffer if the problem persisted, even if you did as little as possible. Like legit, Zoom was stuttering.
Oh.
But I think I'm good now. So yeah, did Ver stop the water?
I parted the seas. I mean the
Yeah, so there's like there's a 5-foot column that the water flow, because like, to clarify, it's not really like it's raining here, but it's like, if you've ever been in like a major like hydroelectric dam or something, you see like lots of water rushing, but coming from like multiple different drainage areas. I'm sure, like, out of character, Shin has lots of critiques of this drainage system, but in character, Zai has never studied drainage technology, so he's like, I'm sure this
What's
is a very
a watershed? Water flows uphill, maybe?
Oh,
uphill, maybe?
I didn't know that.
I mean, you make it flow uphill often.
Yeah, but there's a 5-foot column of area you can just walk across this metal grate and you won't get splashed on.
It's just a very intense shower, you know?
Yeah. Get over there.
Yeah. You come upon this area where you see two, like, graded off areas, 10-foot wide areas that seem to be like offshoots in other directions. But this is the main area where like major freight could be moved up and down from the docks to the hill, and there are large chains, which are made of. I mean, you might not know offhand, but the metal looks different to you somehow, almost more like grubby, and there's no signs of rust on them, despite the fact that this is a very wet place. And you see that the place you're going is basically beyond this next gap. So the real question is for Yojin, is that a trick so nice you can try it twice?
Of course, I will part the water.
And the question is also, as you guys traverse this area, are you guys going like slowly because it's like very wet and slippery? Are you staying mostly to the stone or the metal? And also, Azizi, are you checking out one of the side grates?
Yeah, I just want to look through.
You look through, you see that there's like there's like a curvature to them, right? And you see there's like side gullies, like this central grate here seems to be feeding the water out somewhere else that winds up channeled into the central grate. And it's headed off somewhere. You hear the like a sound of intensifying, maybe like rapidly lowering water beyond. Do you inspect the grate itself, or are you just trying to see what's beyond?
Just trying to see what's beyond.
Yeah, basically just like it goes like perhaps 30 feet before the curve causes a vanishing and you can see no more.
What about the other side?
Same difference. It looks like it's more or less the same thing, but it's curved in the opposite direction.
Does it sound like there's another sudden drop in water?
It sounds like there is a sudden drop in water, either way, yeah.
Do they sound about the same drop, or hard to tell, or whatever?
They sound about the same. Do you think that your character would know about this particular area of the city, or?
I think she's the only native of the group.
Yeah, so like I would say you're vaguely aware of the fact that there are like circular chambers off the main sides, and sometimes they are a locus point for access to the washway. You would assume these side ones lead there. I don't think you've ever been in one, but you broadly know they exist because you've heard people talk about it.
Would I know if it's like a dangerous drop, or?
I mean, you don't think it's like a huge pit or anything.
Okay, but it does lead out. Okay.
Does
Is what
you
I'm
think
hearing.
anything is dangerous?
Oh yeah, that's fair. Regardless, she knows that she could probably survive it. And no, Azizi is not treading carefully. She is going about at her usual pace, just probably a skip.
Zaya's being pretty careful.
Yeah. So, Azizi, you're just casually skipping. You want to give me an acrobatics? Alright, you do fine. You get you do one time, like when you land, you go, whoa, and you feel your ankle almost give out under you, but you hold it up. You get the feeling that if you were, like, say, maneuvering during combat, while skipping in these conditions, you might have a hard time, but for the moment, you're fine. Ryojin comes up, and with a trick so nice, he tries it twice. He presses forth his forefeathers and parts the flow of water. The flow behind is, of course, collapsed into just regular flowiness by now, which is definitely a word.
I legit didn't notice that. That lighting is working here because I do have dark vision. But man, Foundry's lighting is pretty nice.
Yeah. And you guys, I'm assuming everyone just like steps through once more.
Yeah, sorry.
All right.
But what if I just want to do a cartwheel through this time?
You could go for the
I'm
cartwheel.
kidding.
That-
No, I'm good.
Yeah. Copy. So, the gang is all here, and you, I'm about to figure out how to start preloading maps because I feel like that's going to be very helpful for our group.
Also, quick question: do I feel like this amount of water would that like affect fuses on bombs or anything like that?
If you have to use a bomb in a place where there's a lot of under these conditions, broadly speaking, you will be fine unless you want to set a long fuse, in which case the odds that it doesn't detonate because the moisture in the air causes problems is very high. Generally speaking, like some of even the flat bits of stone have like water coming over at the grates. Like it would be hard to find a really dry area here.
Okay.
So the issue is going to be planting bombs in this area, but you guys advance to a map that I am going to view and then activate.
Did we ever figure out what all these chains were for?
You know that this place is used for like moving stuff, and you presume that you would connect. You use the chains to like move stuff along and hoist it at various points. You guys arrive in the barracks. You guys arrive at a relatively dry portion, right? It seems like it's near what would have been a loading dock at one point, but it's been bricked over. And the wall is fairly thin here. You're pretty sure that through this northern wall is what you're after, both the Diadem of Dusk and the support pillars of the southern barracks that you need to blow up to ensure that the fists inside have a very bad time. Of course, that also means everything you do from here on out, once this wall has whatever you're going to do to it happen, could very well wind up attracting the Fists of Cathadak, a fanatically loyal, fight-to-the-death, well-armed, militant shock troop force. So, yeah, that's...
Just to double check. So, we're going after people who want to wipe out all of, like, the underground organizations, right?
Yeah, so what you know right now is that the Fists have been... What the current understanding is, the Fists have been given a order to go into your district where there has just been a open gang war stabbing in the street and round up every single person doing crime and either summarily execute them in the street or maybe capture them alive and throw them in the dungeon to get tried and executed later. Yeti Varkar has a quote-unquote zero-tolerance policy for crime, which means he actually tolerates lots of crime until you get arrested, in which case people like you are guaranteed to be executed. So it's a death sentence either way, and you've been sent by Emlyn on a preemptive strike that is going to gut their available forces, and because Getty Varkar has drawn so much onto the hill, it is believed that he will basically just let the gang war happen if you guys succeed in your mission here.
Okay,
Because,
so we're just trying to fuck as much shit up as possible.
yeah, you're trying to fuck their shit up hard and fast before they can move their boys.
Okay. And we are okay with it being obvious that's us, or I presume no?
I think that's
We're
something we
not.
discuss.
You do not want them to figure out that it is your gang in particular.
You don't want to take the aftermath blame for this.
So no real target, just cause as much trouble for them as possible without
Being
bringing it back
caught.
to us. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, but there is a specific, like, hey, there's a structural pillar that
Oh,
take
right,
this
right,
out,
right.
there's a good chance the building's gonna start collapsing with the fist inside of it, and that's what we were told. Like this was what we suggested.
Yeah,
But yes, you're right.
yeah,
we
so-
could just wreak havoc.
So there are 4 pillars. So like in the room beyond, you know that there are going to be support pillars that will destroy the barracks if you take them out. Like thick 5-foot stone thick support pillars. And if you remove them, the building above will collapse, killing a lot of the fists. And the fists are like the most valuable troops he has, and Getty Varkar has thus far, after initial failures in the outer provinces, played them pretty close to hand to defend himself. Because the loyalty of some others is not very assured, but the fists are fanatically loyal to whoever holds the flame.
Also,
of
remind me
Cathadak.
of one more thing. The black powder grenades. And I presume the heckler grenades, those are specific to Azizi, but everything else like is general. It's like not her trademark per se, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like the black power grenade is specifically Azizi. Like that would be like the telltale sign, right?
So here's why you kind of have an out. Sometimes, so construction sites will keep black powder stored in a magically sealed container and then rapidly use it for blasting. There is active construction on the Eyrie in this district, meaning that
Okay.
there is plausibly deniable access to black powder in the hill.
Okay.
They might. I mean, if like a member of the Eye comes here and closely investigates and goes, black powder, and they really did their research, and they were like, they thought it was like a gang from the Shield. They know there's only one gang in the Shield with a member like Azizi.
But black powder otherwise is pretty rare.
Yeah, it's
to come by.
It's construction. Some dwarven weapons will utilize it because they have been runically made safe. But yeah, otherwise not super common. Most people don't toss it around.
Okay.
Most people toss powder sticks.
Okay. Just wanted to know. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, is there another way to get in without blasting a hole in the wall here?
Well, it is a bricked over stone wall. There is no to clarify, you're in like a 5 like 10 like you're like at like a bit of the washway, right? Is what you're seeing here. To your left, right, and bottom is just like more washway and escape. To the north is this wall. There's no like technically speaking, you could try and go up top and sneak into the barracks. Here's the thing, you'd have to get into the basement anyway, and it is a fortified structure in the nice, well-guarded district of town.
Okay, so blasting through the wall.
You could go up top, but your odds of doing so undetected would fall greatly.
But there's no entrance from down here. Or not.
Not yet.
Made one.
Well, you could roll me investigate to check that, but no, you don't think there's a pre-made. Emlyn seems to assume that you would just blow up the thin wall, but you know you don't have to do that. If someone wanted to like give an investigate to try and like study this brick wall and see if there's any insecurities otherwise that could be exploited, you know it's not terribly thick.
Azizi does want to find the weakest part. Or just try to.
I just any insecurities like, what, are we like taking on this wall? Are we like you're structurally not
A
fat.
wall is a wall to Azizi because everything falls to a black powder grenade.
This we gotta pick on its insecurities, guys. Look at you. What kind of wall are you? So loose.
Darren, I so want you to play a bard one day and have vicious mockery.
God damn, guys, y'all suck.
You know you can literally kill someone by insulting them, right?
Well, there's my insight.
Insight was a investigation. I don't know if that's better.
Oh,
or worse for you.
investigation. That's actually
Do you have any
It's-
pluses or minuses?
I have investigation. I have a +3 to investigation.
Oh, that's a 22 then for you.
I investigate real well.
Your owl eyes.
Yeah,
My owl eyes.
You hop up, you hop, you turn, your golden eye zooms in, and Veryojin kind of like scratches with his claw, his little talon, right? It looks like he's just using his big toe, and you're like, what the fuck? And you see there is a brick that was honestly kind of mislain, and at the time it probably didn't come up, but the mortar and the mortar solution used here was maybe not completely up to snuff. When you like pry like poke into it, from all the moisture, like it seems like this is actually not at a fully hardened state in this particular spot because of how this brick was mislaid. And it looks like if you really tried, it looks like if you took a sledgehammer to it, you could pop out this particular brick and the wall wouldn't fall.
Oh.
Now, it's just one brick, bear in mind. Like, not even the imp could get through that, but you could get a view.
Question is,
Well-
who's strong enough? You're just gonna like poke at us like, hey.
You already got the
How-
bomb in hand as Virojin's trying to investigate.
How
Uh,
how big is the hole?
So
Could
like,
once
there's not presently a hole, to clarify.
yeah, I need to break it first.
Like, something needs to be done to this mislane brick before you have a hole.
okay,
But
but
the-
could a spider crawl
Absolutely.
through that size? Or
once
a rat?
once the brick is at least partially a regular rat, not a giant rat.
A regular rat.
Once the brick is knocked out, I would say a regular rat can, even if it's kind of fat. I think it could squeeze. A spider, you'd only need to like knock and rotate the brick to get a spider through.
As for the strength thing, you guys would probably know that like when Azizi gets riled up, she isn't the strongest, like, but she can still fuck shit up when she's riled up with strength.
Yeah.
As in, I get advantage on strength checks and can do shit with melee attacks if it comes down to that. My strength isn't my dumb stat this time.
I'm gonna
This is my
tell
second dumb
ZZ,
stat.
like, hey, ZZ, can you punch this brick here?
Why
But that's
punch
gonna
it?
scar up my hands.
We have tools.
Do you have tools? I don't have
Do
any
you not have tools?
No, what?
What?
Did I actually get the crowbar I was considering?
Wait, do you have a
Wait.
crowbar?
I mean, there's a pry bar item in some adventure packs. It's perfectly possible someone has one.
Oh, I do have one.
Oh, well, I guess you could use that instead. Yeah, just pry at this brick right here.
We have like generic blades that would be better, wouldn't it?
Why would you wanna use
Oh.
your blade to fucking
I also
break
have
a
a
wall?
crowbar and a
What?
hammer.
Where do you keep the
Yeah,
crowbar?
why do you?
Tyr's got a big coat. Tyr just opens up the coat and he's the watch salesman from Hercules. Got a hammer right here. Got a crowbar.
It
Yeah,
takes a few
crowbar?
pulls from the underneath the cloak, but you know, you get it out of there, right?
Yeah.
Are you guys sure we can't just blow it up?
We'll blow it up after we see what's on the other side.
Yeah, let's see what's on
that's-
this side. Maybe something's really valuable is right next to the wall.
Yeah, like
But
more
that's
bombs.
so boring. Ugh.
I know it's easy, but imagine how much fun it would be to get a surprise on them. Like a really good surprise.
Just save it for bombs for when we really need to blow shit up. That'd be so much more satisfying.
But I can blow shit up now.
I love
But
how we're pandering
blow
to this
up
little
as much
goblin.
later.
Pandering. Okay, sorry. Yeah, it's easy. Don't you want to make bigger explosions? Not just this one small one?
But I could start now. Whatever. She'll just do the crowbar normally for now.
All right, so
You have
got-
explosive core?
you got the crowbar. I'm gonna call that advantage. Do you want to give me I will call them athletics, or if you think you have a tools that's applicable? Well, you fucking.
Oh, I didn't
pop
even need to
that
waste
shit.
a raise for this then.
You fucking pop.
You sure don't want to rage up?
And you like in rage, you fucking pop this shit.
Oh no, she specifically isn't raging because she finds this way too boring.
All right, so you're popping the brick out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or she is, at least.
Okay, so you pop the
She's
brick out,
not happy about it though.
and you find yeah, you managed to get a looky-loo inside of the room. There's chests, there's a pillar, and if you like look around, you see, God, is there a way that I can like semi-place you? So yeah, Azizi, you see through the brick hole a silver chest that looks exactly like what you were given to understand the diadem of dusk is inside of.
Azizi just tries to sneak some heckler bombs into the holes that
No,
she's
please, not yet, not yet.
All right. Do you light them?
No, not yet. She's Not yet. Not yet. Can I actually see this? Oh, I can. Huh. He's gonna look around. I was like, what?
Can see through. I'm just gonna shadow step through.
Yeah.
Is it big enough
well-
for ZZ to crawl through yet?
Well,
No,
right
it's just
now
a single brick.
it is a single brick.
Oh, single brick.
A
right.
single brick. That being said, you have created instability in the system. If you guys want to do like a controlled rip down, that's absolutely possible. Tier, where do you want to? You
I was trying to get my
show me
familiar
the
in there to
precise
check
5
out.
foot square you would like to be in when you shadow step.
That's not foreboding
I
at
ask
all.
for no particular reason. Don't worry, guys.
Uh-huh.
The DM has
Don't
never
worry,
asked
guys.
us.
uh-huh. He
It's
just
It's
wants
like
to
I was
know
trying
where
to
Tyr
scout
wants
it
to
out
go.
with a familiar that could handle most of these problems. Don't worry about it, guys. Just go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah. I'll
Excuse
just
me.
go next to the pillar.
Tyr is his own person. He
Okay,
doesn't.
okay. So you're popping out here. That's good to know. All right. So
No, is it?
yeah,
For
one
no
moment. One
particular
moment. Tier's
reason.
next to you. Like out of the corner of your eye, you see a shivering of shadow, and then all of a sudden, hey, someone's in the room. Oh,
Whoops.
is that Tier? Yeah. So Tier's in there.
How'd you place it on the half one? What?
What?
Okay. So I think if you
Wait.
guys hold shift while you're moving, you can wind up in between.
I rotate.
Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. That's what I
Ryujin
wanted.
begins to break dance next to his.
No, he's rotating.
as
No, he's
Zizi's
rotating his
checking the hole,
head.
Ryujin is like doing the owl head twist. Oh my god, no, you can do the owl head twist now. Ah! And Zai, you're just watching your gang members like, man, how did I want to know this situation?
As soon as Ryojin sees Tyr do that, I was like, Sai, why can't you do that?
I can. I've done it before.
Why aren't you doing it now?
Because I was trying to get my imp to scout out the area first. Before y'all start breakdancing, breaking the wall, and just going in anyways.
Who's breakdancing? As he turns his head.
Also, out of curiosity, does yours imp count as tiny? Or is it bigger than that?
The imp is a tiny
I think they're
creature.
Okay.
tiny. Is that? I don't think that means they can get through someone's brick space because I had imagined them bigger, but I mean, I don't know.
But it can also shapeshift into spider, rat, or
Oh
raven.
yeah, okay.
So yeah.
So
Well,
I'm just-
ZZ is still reluctantly pulling out bricks.
okay, so you're just like you know like pop pop pop.
Are you sure? It'd be so much
Easy.
faster.
And I'm
While-
assuming
while
know
you're
that there's anyone
complaining,
there.
My imp is gonna do an Ant-Man. He's gonna fly towards the wall, shapeshift into a spider, and come out the other side as an imp again.
That's not what Ant-Man does at all.
Yes, it does.
Does
He
your
turns into it. He turns into an insect of some kind, and then he
What?
grows back up to his human size.
But he doesn't change
What?
into insect at all.
Yes,
Yes,
he does. He's
same
called
size.
an Ant-Man. What do you mean? He's called Ant.
What are you?
It's just out of sheer curiosity. Is your invisible while it's doing this? Cause
It doesn't take concentration, so he doesn't have to break invisibility to do this.
so what are
'Cause
the
his
chances of
shapeshifting
me
is not poly-
accidentally fucking up your imp?
Yeah, what's the chance of her actually like elbowing it as she's moving?
This is
bricks?
true.
You say like
You should
say
see.
it like being invisible is a good thing in this case.
But most of the time, he
Make-
doesn't come out of invisibility unless he needs to, because he's
Should make-
a
should
frail
make the-
little patron. So
You should make the imp do athletics to see if he gets elbowed by ZC. Can we do that? I just want to see him fail and get in the face.
Oh yeah, if the imp gets. I think the imp might have to make an acrobatics to dodge the flying bricks at some point because I'm assuming Azizi's going to town.
Yeah. Well,
That'd be funny.
she is carelessly flinging the bricks, but she's not like speed running it.
Yeah. All right. So Tier,
That's good.
there's lots of chests in this room. There is a big important silver chest. You make a pretty rather immediately. It seems like the best and most defended items in this room are the chests between the pillars and the chest at the middle of the room. The room seems primarily designed to care about them, but there's other stuff at the edge. You see to the north there is a double door through which presumably there are people who you don't want to know you're here. What do you do, Tyr?
Um,
As there's bricks coming out, you don't see the imp coming into the room. What are you doing?
check for traps.
As you
Okay.
hear a little goblin pulling bricks, grumbling to herself.
Yeah, you can absolutely check for
Is
traps.
it perception or investigation?
I feel like we never oscillated on that before this campaign, and now I'm always like, I don't know. Describe to me, is Tyr just like looking around the room, like trying to see like anything sussy?
Yeah, he's just looking.
Give me a perception. Okay. Tyr, you note something. There is a red dust residue near some of the pillars. You think about it, and you think it might make a circular shape. And then you look around. The more you look around, the more that you're pretty sure that there's something in the middle of this room. Imperceptible to the eye normally, yet visible on the patterns of the air. You think that the middle of this room is defended by some sort of seal. And if you had to arf seal guess its general shape, you might suspect it of being, I don't know, this shape, a shape of places you could have very easily shadow stepped into earlier. Yeah. Anyway, no reason I asked you that question. Wait a minute, is that imp on the floor, Shin?
No, I'm flying.
Okay,
That's the whole reason why I had an Ant-Man through the hole.
Okay. Yeah, so you see there's a door, there's stuff. Yeah, Tyr, you look around, you got the chests, you got this stuff. Tyr, your intuition from your days of stealing things with Tento are that people who have a sufficient amount of magic items eventually choose to keep them defended by magic normally. You think that the outer chests probably don't have anything magical in them. And you think that the inner circle, those two heavy chests, they're probably lead-lined. As for the silver one, that's a special case designed to contain the Diadem of Dusk, excuse me. You're supposed to get it.
I will whisper back. There's some kind of magical glyph thing
Acting?
on the ground.
Oh. That's a problem.
Yeah,
Anything you can do about it,
Just-
Zai?
don't step on it.
God. Damn it. I look at Zai, I was like, well, you heard him. Some weird magical thing on the ground. It's probably a trap. Anything you can do about it, Zai?
Not particularly.
Do all of us have dark vision?
Yes.
Good. It's like this is gonna be a real problem if that weren't the case.
Oh,
uh,
not particularly.
what? Tyr, what kind of trap is it?
I don't think this place is well lit.
It isn't, not least of which because all of the fists also have dark vision.
Oh,
I'm
they don't
not
have a
too
token
sure.
human friend?
As it turns out, the fascistus death cult death squad not really the most diverse employer in the province of Cathadak. I'm not saying there are none. I'm just saying they don't give a shit. Like, get better eyes.
Damn. Is that the conclusion?
Yeah, so... Yeah, you guys, so, Azizi, you are tearing away at the brick, right? Give me one more, athletics with advantage to see how well you rip.
Can I assist in a way to help reduce any kind of noise
Yeah, you can catch the bricks that are flying behind her. You're like, and you're like stacking them in a neat pile.
Ryojin's like dodging
like
them.
all the joke of like the person on one foot trying to catch all the plates. That's what I'm imagining.
Okay, so you've opened up a 3-foot space. People who are not goblins will need to squeeze through this space, and it will count as difficult terrain.
Oh, that's where Zizi's stopping. She's gonna leave behind her crowbar and to crawl through.
Yep. Yeah, so you are out on top of a big crate. Tyr is in the room. Tyr has reported some manner of magical danger. And I'm assuming, Tyr, you've also, like, gesticulated the general zone.
Yeah.
So everyone can be vaguely aware that Tyr has identified a magical danger in that circle.
So like, if you're just gonna look at the holes, like, how the fuck do I just like?
Well, I mean, I'll help you out, but it looks like we're gonna have to finish pulling out the holes. That or I leave you behind. Which, if you really want to see it, I can leave you behind, and you can do this on your own.
What are you gonna do?
Teleport through, and
You can do.
leave you
You can
behind.
do that.
Yes, you see me do this multiple times.
Memory problems, remember?
That was a one memory problem, not he continually forgets everything.
Ryojin sort of tilts his head there. I have.
Yes,
I only seen Tyr do it.
you see me do it a few days ago.
What happened a few days ago?
It was yesterday. You were at the bank, and he teleported through, like...
Oh yeah,
a
that was yesterday.
murder
Holy
hole.
shit.
Aha! So Zai is the one with the memory problems too.
So, Tyr, you've called out the danger. People are coming behind you. What's, like, the first place or thing Tyr would go towards? Is the imp.
Also, sorry,
inside.
where's the glyph again?
Did you see the circle I drew?
Oh, so it's that
Circle.
whole circle.
Area, yeah.
Yeah, Tyr's noted some sort of magical danger within this area of that circle. Like, the circle seems to be its edge.
Okay.
Ryojin's gonna try to squeeze through a hole. Because he doesn't know any better.
Yeah, you squeeze. It's difficult terrain, but you manage to wiggle out. While Variojin is popping in, is you up to anything particular?
Is there any way for Zizi to try to discern more about the nature of the trap?
Yeah, I would say Arcana or Investigate.
Oh.
She is the best at both of those.
You know, Tyr said there was something there, and you know that magic is involved in some bombs. Woo!
I got your sound effect goes along with everything.
Arcana, that's absolutely. Ryojin, you study this place, and you get the broad idea that since the center of the circle is that silver chest, you think something related to the chest or the locks might be related to setting it off. If you got to look at the glyphs directly, you might be able to know. But you suspect this is one of those rune appears only once it's triggered kind of traps. So, you know.
So I can get close to it.
What is the
Gotcha.
imp doing while it's spying, by the way?
Imp is just listening for any kind of noise on the other side of the door.
Yeah, you vaguely
Make
overhear...
sure that we're not made.
You vaguely overhear someone saying, "Heard somebody else crack their neck falling from the area construction site." And then someone says, "Better than dying to one of the griffins." The other one says, "The state secret. Watch it, Tom." And the other one says, "Oh, sorry. I mean one of the chimeras." And the other one says, "You know, now I'm debating which one would be worse, not gonna lie." So, you know, there's definitely at least 2 guards trading barbs beyond the store. And there's lots of sounds of people walking around. People in, like, clinking metal boots. You almost get the feeling like there's more people awake than would be normally at night, and they're more armed than normal, but you don't hang out in fist barracks, so actually maybe this is just normal.
Yeah.
But
I slowly whisper to everyone about the whole thing.
Virgin's gonna start heading towards the chest to get a
Now,
closer look at it.
Variojin, I'm assuming.
Does that?
Okay, so Variojin, do you like cross into the circular area?
Yeah, because you say it only activates when someone messes with the locks, right?
So you hop here. Everyone sees this. You're like, and then nothing happens. You keep going. And sorry,
And
Tyr.
it's easy. Start trying to open the most interesting looking chest.
Well,
That
so the
isn't
most,
the
Most
center
interesting
one.
one is at
No,
the
yeah, that
center.
isn't the center.
the one in the corner by you is marked with a symbol that broadly means hazard, and that's always exciting.
Ooh, she'll check for traps first, though.
All right, and Tyr, what are you scoping out here? Okay.
Is it investigation
I'm just
perception?
gonna head towards the door.
All right, you head towards the door. Azizi,
What role is checking for traps again?
yeah. So like, I thought checking for traps was perception, but I keep saying it's investigation in this game. What?
Generally, investigation is something that like you're checking out something closely, versus perception is you getting an overview of something. That's what it's generally used for, but I mean, there's arguments for both, honestly.
Yeah, I've heard. I have thoughts on this, but that's a discussion for after.
You know what? I'm gonna say you're investigating a particular mechanism, so I'm gonna call it an investigate.
Okay.
You don't seem to see anything amiss. Here you make your way towards the door.
Start picking the lock then.
Alright, give me a dex-based, thieves' tools. Ryojin, you're upon it. You see there is a brilliant blue sapphire topping this serious silver trunk. You know that this contains what you need to get, and if you need to, you're just supposed to escape with this trunk rather than open it if you can't open it safely.
Oh, we just need to bring the chest.
Well, you need what's in it, and what's in it
Yeah.
is like basically the size of a tiara.
Yeah,
That is a large metal chest, and while silver isn't heavy, some stuff in it is heavy. So you could just pop it open and get what's inside, or you could leave with the box. It's up to you.
Can I look closer at the things to see if I can, I guess, decode it or break it?
Yeah, you can decode it. So you come upon it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You look at the lock, and Azizi, the lock, you're getting it, but it's taking you a while. Would Azizi continue, or would Azizi like escalate?
Hazard, let's go.
So you're like, you would like remain committed to picking, or you would just like try and break the lock?
She's gonna commit to picking because
Azizi, you can ask for help too.
All right, it'll take a little while. So Ryojin, you come up on the chest. You see there is like a silver keyhole, and there is a blue etched line around it, and there is a almost like semi-triangular symbol above that, and a key is definitely supposed to go in there to pop it out. There is an inscription on the chest. And the inscription is carved, and it says, it's like embossed in the metal, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it says in the sprack, from dusk till dawn.
What does it have to do with it? What?
Hey Vera, how's it going?
It says there's obviously a key, special key for this thing, but it also says till dusk, till dawn.
If you want to, you could roll history. Anybody who's hearing this or looking at it.
I think it's talking about vampires or something.
What?
Don't worry
I
about it.
don't understand you sometimes. I want to try something, and I take out one of my
Spray
special
bottle.
pieces of paper, and I write on it, "Hey, I need to get into this magically locked box. Can you help? And how much would it cost?"
Amazing.
And then I light it on fire and let it, let the ashes blow.
All right, so Azizi, by this time you managed to pick the lock on that chest. You open it up and you see that there are there's something tightly packed like Christmas ornaments with like wool and string. Vyojin, I'm gonna describe what Darren just no. Okay,
I heard my name. Sorry, I'll be here.
okay, it is a historical reference that Vyojin gets. His reference to the fact that the Diadem of Dusk can be used to almost locally change what time it appears to be in a way that favors the side that the Diadem of Dusk is being worn by. You also know it does have a historical relation to an ancient ruler named Abrota. You don't know that much about her other than she ruled over what was once Escadonia and beyond, and she's an offshoot of some ancient... Her people had some relation to the people who made the red iron weapons and machines, but it's such ancient history that even with this check, it's hard to know off the top. But you do know that this implies that this chest is related to someone who wanted to keep this safe.
So, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard the vampire reference, I was totally talking about a movie. I didn't.
I know,
No, it was-
from Dusk Till Dawn, yes.
Yeah, I was
But
like,
you were
oh.
right.
I considered making jokes about the books.
Oh. I was okay. Well, that was a good guess. I was like, okay, well, this is really. Well, that lets me know it's a very powerful artifact in here that could change the time. Jesus, that doesn't help me get in though.
No, but you do know that it probably has a you know, so it definitely has an important key. But you know that the intent of the person opening the box was almost as important as the fact that they had the device. You suspect there's also a secondary mechanism involved in opening the box. And if you don't properly manipulate the secondary mechanism when you open the box, it will probably still trigger whatever trap it's tied to.
Oh gosh. Okay.
Tyr, I'm assuming you're in position to like murk anyone who comes through that door, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Azizi, you've opened up this box that's got like, you know, tightly packed stuff in it. Are you like tearing out the packaging and checking out what's inside?
No, she will actually be careful with it, because she's worked with hazardous materials before.
Alright, so you will carefully like move stuff aside and then
She wants to try to check out what's in the bag.
yeah, well, so it's like the contents of the crate are like wound over. You see there's like wooden like dividers in it, and
Okay.
there's like sort of like a honeycomb thing. And what you get a view of is like an orb. At first you think it's a bomb because it's shaped like one. You see it's like this thick green glass. And it's got like a heavy cork in it, but the cork has a wax seal on it. All of the wax seals are unbroken. It doesn't look like a regular cork either. It looks like something intended to stopper something very tightly, and the wax seal is part of that.
Does the glass look decently thick that can handle jostling?
It looks thick by design, yes.
She will just pocket that.
Alright, so for clarity, this is the top row of, you would guess, 3, and you've just taken, like, you know, 1 of 10 in the top row. So you pocket 1 of them, yes?
Yeah, does it give off the impression that it's like acid or something? Or
You haven't seen acid stored like this before. So, not strongly, and in terms of odor, what you would expect I mean, first of all, like you'd expect that if you turned this over and there was acid inside, even with a specially treated cork, that's probably not going to be great for it, right? So that alone would suggest, scent wise, it smells like something's powdered this whole box down, and like something intended to like clean sheets or mask scents. Here's the door, ready to go. Ryojin's checking out the chest. Zai.
Are there like, what kind of handles are on these doors?
So, this door has two like heavy iron handles with locks. Like you can see like the backs of locks because you lock and unlock it from outside. And they're like the kind that you just like grab and pull, and it would.
So they're like the C-shaped ones?
Yeah, they're like C-shaped locks.
Okay. I'm gonna put one of my... What do I have?
From within Dia's amazing coat.
I somehow have a bugbear club on me, so can I fit that into the...
Yeah, you just
The
take,
fuck?
You just,
When? How?
you
What?
take a bugbear's club and you just kind of like
What did I miss?
and you
That small bear's club? Like his giant tree club thing? Did it
Oh.
shrink down with it?
No,
I just
there's-
have a bugbear's club.
yeah, there's
I don't know
a
which
There,
one.
we did fight against other warrior. Like,
Yeah,
Small
like-
Bear was not the only bugbear we've ever fought.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What did I miss?
Nothing. I'm just barring the door.
Oh, okay. I see you're a club. I was like, why do you need a club for? What's going on?
okay, so you cram it in there, right? That
Mhm.
shit will not pop out. Okay, so that shit's gonna be like hard to get open, right? You basically barred the door from inside.
Mhm.
An imp for Ryojin, Zai. Okay, so Zai, your imp is over there scouting, watching. You see Ryojin at the chest. You see Azizi popping open one of these chests that has a hazard symbol on it and taking out.
Yeah, Zai's after he writes his letter, he's gonna look at the box he's at and investigate for traps and try to pick it.
Oh, so you see. Everyone's vaguely aware that Azizi has gone and like stood on a chest because there's like a thumping noise, and if you look at her, you see we're about to uncork a thick green bottle from a chest labeled hazard.
Ryojin doesn't notice this. He is too focused on trying to get this chest open. Everyone else, that's everyone else to deal with. Maybe if I do this correctly.
So.
Oh shit! I'm already halfway through my rages today. Okay.
So Azizi, you are pulling the cork and no one is stopping you.
Okay.
So she will put her hand through, and like pour a little bit outside the
So
hole.
here's the thing.
If
Before
nothing immediately happens.
very immediately. You uncork it, and green gas spews hard and fast out of the hole. You and Variosian are coated in a thick, hacking wave of billowing green smoke that smells like the grave. You and Variosian make a Constitution save.
So,
Zai,
out of
you are
curiosity, do I
just
get
at the
the
edge.
loot before this happens or no?
What loot were you going for?
The chest that I'm next to, I was trying to investigate for traps and lockpick it.
Wait, shit.
You kick it and assess no traps. You can make me your lock-picking chest. I think you're popping the lock as this happens.
Sorry, give me a second. I need to double check if I'm proficient in Constitution because I hit some check marks by accident. Yes. Okay. Cool. Constitution. Shit.
I can't remember where I put my lock thieves. There it is. Wow, I got a 10.
Y'all are really bad at lockpicking today. Is that crunchy?
Yeah, so sadly, this chest lock is going to take a little bit longer to work on with that sort of a roll. And then there is a gas cloud next to you, billowing very hard. Now, thankfully, Azizi and Viryosian, you guys do not become poisoned because you rolled really well.
That's good to know.
And luckily for you, you guys are going to take half damage on this. So,
Order damage for me.
Well, it depends on the type of damage.
so it's 8.
Is it psychic damage? I don't think so.
It's poison damage.
Yeah.
You're
quarter
just gonna
damage
like
for me.
fucking openly curse. Like, what the fuck was that?
Now, Viryosian, I have a question. You're right next to the chest, and now you can't really see in this thick assailing cloud that like makes your like eyes tear up if you have them open while it's coming at you. Do you knock the chest? Do you think?
Oh, if he's surprised like that, yeah.
All right, Tyr. You're done. Like you're like, okay, well, I've been pretty proactive. I've taken care of this problem. Like,
I've done
probably
things and
fine,
stuff.
right? A red sigil begins to glow on the floor as the smoke dissipates, and you see the chest slightly. Ah, fuck. You see the chest slightly disturbed.
You also hear the ocean curse very loudly.
So Zai, as this happens, do you continue with your lockpick, or do you pull off of it?
No, I pull off and I'm like, you guys are fucking idiots. You don't fucking mess with the loot until we get away. What is wrong with all of you? And I start, or I don't know if I can move, but I want to make my way towards the door. Over here.
Also, is it possible to recork the thing, or did like everything escape already?
It seemed like it was like primed to go, and if you look down into it, like there's like a of gray smoke coming out behind.
Okay.
So it's spent.
Azizi wants to try chucking the bottle as far through the hole as she can to see if it will break upon throwing.
Okay, so
But she wants to do it as far as she can to hopefully not make too much noise.
You chuck it far down the way, and you see it like chip and crack. And when it smacks against a stone wall, and then like tumble out and like slide down the washway.
Okay,
Also, my imp is still at the door listening in. I'm assuming the guards start making noise.
So that's actually a good question.
I don't have persistent rage.
Maybe because of what Darren said afterwards.
I'll say he definitely curses loudly.
Yeah, you cursing loudly.
Yeah, because
Tyr and the imp
there's no
hear
way
the
you
sound
expect
of
that.
like they don't say anything, but you hear like wooden like chair legs scraping on the table on the floor. And then there's like sort of like footfalls in the direction of the door.
Azizi start pocketing as many of the bottles as she can.
You start pocketing as many of those bottles as you can. I'm gonna say you immediately get like 4 of them. You see Viryosian in the middle of this circle, and there's a pretty mean looking red glyph all around. What's the play here?
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get closer to the door and stand in this square if I can move.
All right.
And stay out of the circle while I'm getting there.
And Viryosian, what are you gonna do?
And I'm gonna get my imp out of the circle.
He's gonna fucking try to get out of the circle.
Out of curiosity, does a throw count as an attack or anything?
Generally, it's an action, but I don't know.
A thrown weapon is an attack. Why do you ask? Do you want it to be an attack? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, I call it an attack.
Let me know every 6 seconds that pass. Azizi wants to just like punch her leg or something.
Mm-hmm.
If Zai makes it known that people are moving.
Punch her leg.
Yeah.
To keep the rage up.
Yeah, so you can.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can like hit yourself. So okay, so the initial 6 seconds, you've thrown the bottle, you've moved.
I need to attack or be attacked every round, or else my rage will fall.
Ryojin.
So yeah, just let me know how many hits I will have to do before I presume combat's gonna start.
Yeah.
If we somehow avoid combat, that's gonna be a miracle.
So Ryojin, you're here, you're at the chest, it's been slightly disturbed, the stuff is glowing. Like, what is your immediate response to shit going south here?
I know it will actually hurt me if it's like this?
Now that you're looking at the glyphs themselves, I would say make a Arcana.
Oh, also, Lee, do I get a response back or not really? Not in the span of time.
I mean, like, yes, I didn't expect that you were like constantly selling your patron things, honestly. So I don't know what to do other than to say that you do get a response, but it is basically like,
Nah, fam, I can't do anything for you.
it says the tools to open what you seek are available, but they are not in reach of your location. So.
Oh, that's something.
Ryojin, you yeah, so Ryojin, this is definitely, you think this symbol, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is intended to painfully root anyone in the area the moment that the chest is fully disturbed or opened. The radius for the poison gas AoE? 5, 10, 15. It was 15 feet? No, wait, hold on.
It caught me in it.
I gotta check how radiuses work, but I think 15 feet. Okay, so... yeah, things are heating up.
Oh, okay. So, now, does it root the area in general, or just things on the ground?
It's gonna go up to the ceiling.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm gonna fucking try to get
And wait,
out of
Zai, were you trying to stand here?
Yeah, I don't know if I was allowed to move.
Yeah, no,
because
you
were
can. Everybody move where you want to be in like the immediate aftermath of the gas bomb going off, because that's when shit's about to get pretty. Okay, so Ryojin, you're fucking off.
Yeah. Am I
Okay,
still in? Is that considered still in the circle or not?
you're still. Yeah, you're still in the circle. You're still. Yeah. Important note here, everyone.
Actually, I'll be over here.
Remember, your objectives are blow the pillars, get the diadem, and you know there are more fists in this building than you're gonna survive fighting.
Yep.
It's easy, hit yourself.
So just one round has passed.
Yeah.
For now.
This
Kudos.
is when they automatically add melee as an attack. Action. Sorry, does anyone remember what a normal melee attack is? It's just D4 plus strength?
For what? An unarmed attack?
I don't think you
Yes.
get a D4 unless you're a monk. I think it's 1 plus strength
Oh.
modifier.
1 plus
Correct.
strength mod? Okay. Strength mod, so that's 2, halve into 1. So I take 1 point of damage then. Okay.
Alright, you're hitting yourself. You're hitting yourself. Okay.
So, is the runes on the ground or emanating from the box?
They're on the ground. They've been drawn to the ground and set to go off if somebody fucked up with the chest. They haven't fully gone off yet, but they're like visibly primed.
No, I
Um,
haven't gone off yet.
So yeah.
It doesn't seem like there's any way to pull the cork out without, like, from a distance, right? Like, there was, like, essentially
Attach to a string or something?
this poison gas is, like, point blank for right now, because...
Well, I mean, when you tossed that glass bottle against the stone wall, you did see it shatter a bit. So
Okay.
Rick is very much looking like, what the fuck was that gas?
Zeezy's just gonna, look at the ceiling, just like pat her pocket, like like pat down her dress.
Now's not the time. There's about to be a whole lot of fists in here.
That's easy. Start breaking the pillars.
Yeah, we need to get those pillars down.
All right, so
I'm going to walk up to the box.
Oh, you walk up to the box.
I wouldn't do that. Don't disturb
have
it
to
too
get it.
much. Can we at least wait until they get closer? We can use it to our advantage.
No,
They
'cause
start
if they're
flooding the-
closer, that means
We-
everything is closer.
Yeah, we need to get this out of here now. I'm gonna pick it up and shadow step out.
Okay. When you pick it up,
Oh,
you make a wisdom save.
that's not how that works. I was just like, whoa, wait.
A wisdom save. Huh? Is this any fear effect?
No.
It's magical. I would hope it's
Okay.
magical.
Alright. Wisdom save.
If Azizi has time, she wants
Whew.
to try to just. Ooh.
Mhm. Yeah. Well, what was that?
Oh, if Azizi has time, she wants to kick open the box that she's near.
Okay. So when you say kick open, you mean the southern one? Yeah. Make me an unarmed attack.
Unarmed attack?
Yeah.
I presume that is just gosh, what was it? /R D20 plus.
Yeah. So the shadow step almost crackles as the red light tries to hold you, and you take whatever half of 15 psychic damage is tier. So make a wisdom test to kind of mentally slide through. You must be as frictionless as the shadow to pass here.
There you go. Thank God.
And tier is one with the shadow's way. Yeah, so you fucking pop out. It is initiative time.
Oh wait, is the glyph still there?
Yes, and there is pounding on the doors, and at this juncture, let me just, yeah. And tears are, okay, it's free to, pop your initiatives, but, Casey, when you pop open that chest, you see, row on row on row of what appear to be, dark metal caltrops.
Oh, and we're rolling initiative, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of wild if that's actually black iron caltrops.
I think if you click the encounter thing, just click the D20 next to yourself. It'll, yeah, okay. So, we're beginning the combat.
That's
Zai,
fancy.
what do you want to do?
Casey, what'd you say?
No, that's fancy. You have to roll initiative from the tracker.
Alright.
There we
Zai, seeing a tier out, is going to bonus action dash. And with 60 feet of movement, is going to come out next to him in this pathway.
Alright, so you are going to run to the south, run along the tops of the chests, including one step into a,
Into the hole. which is difficult terrain.
But one of those steps is onto an open chest full of caltrops. So you're gonna have to kind of like sidestep and then squeeze through a hole. So give me an athletics or acrobatics to do that while you're running.
I wonder why that chest is open.
Also, I'm gonna have my imp latch onto me so he doesn't have to spend movement. But yeah, acrobatics.
Yeah.
I fucking hate you, Casey.
You step and you yow as like you leave a bit of blood behind. Taking.
I'm going to, if you allow me, I'm gonna kick the caltrops into Azizi as I leave.
You take
Okay.
you take 3 piercing damage. Give me an athletics to kick.
Actually,
This is gonna.
yeah, no, this is great. That means I don't have to use my action to attack to keep rage.
Roll me 2d4 to see how much caltrop damage hits Azizi.
It's only 2d4. Come on.
You critted. You critted. It's d4 with a bunch of caltrops like packed in, but you critted.
Can I
so
add
it's a
my
2d4.
charisma modifier?
No.
How do you charismatically kick?
I mean, I charismatically swing my sword, so.
Yeah, this is a different scenario. You
Does this count as an attack?
it counts as being
Yeah.
hit for the purposes of rage. Yeah, you get
Yay!
you take half. You take 5 piercing damage comes at you, and some caltrops are stuck in you. And Zai's like ow ow and hops out.
Why?
I'm going to spend my action, casting Prestidigitation so that I don't leave any blood.
I thought you dashed to get out of here.
I use a bonus action to dash. I'm a rogue.
Oh shit, I forget. Your cross class. All right, that's your turn. Here. So Zai is here.
Oh, my imp is with me.
And you've got the chest, and the pillars haven't come down. The trap is activated. You've got the chest. It isn't opened. What's the plan here?
Zai, take care of the chest.
Got it.
Yes, boss.
Yep. And I'm gonna go back in. Shadow step. Can't seem to get in. There we go.
And then we just squeeze
And
in there real
then-
quick.
Are these bottom chests also marked with hazard?
No. So the corner chests are marked with hazard. The bottom 3 are not. The only opened one you see has caltrops in it. Zai was halfway through lockpicking this one when the gas went off.
I'm gonna try the other hazard one.
All right, you want to roll me a lockpicking? Do that real quick, or you just like are you not give a shit? You're just cracking it open.
If Azizi sees Tyr is opening a box, it's just gonna call out like, "I need black powder."
I will break the box.
All right,
With fire.
Give me an unarmed attack.
It's not how you're supposed to break boxes with fire, right?
You have Fist of Fire, right,
Yes.
Tyr?
All right, so you punch off the locking mechanism. It slides open, and what you see here is actually they are stored in like clay pots with like a red seal on them. But you, like a paper seal almost, but you see a red Kehoe character that you recognize as meaning fire or red interchangeably.
Oh, I've seen these before, correct?
Or
Or something similar?
you've seen something similar. You saw the fire paste that was used by like the Red Iron people. Do you think this?
No,
has...
did Tyr see that?
Yeah, because we saw him coming up the mountain.
Yeah, you found it on the way to Sorjo as well.
Yeah, no, I thought that was Zion.
No. I mean the first
come-
time when you conquer, when you like, yeah, like the
Oh.
first time up, like at the gatehouse, you guys found it in some floorboards.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Oh,
that's a deep
right.
cut reference. Yeah, but
We found more with
'Cause
Zion.
I still have one
Okay.
with
It-
me.
ooh, this shit is definitely red powder. As in, like, the kind of stuff that goes into ZZ's red powder sticks. Red powder.
I found red powder, not black powder.
So Tyr, that's your action, that's your movement. If you don't have a bonus action, that'll be your turn.
Yeah, that's my turn.
Azizi, what are you gonna do?
Can Azizi smell black powder that's not on her?
Yeah. Yeah, because or
You fucking
you mean
greyhound?
does any particular roll me a perception, I would say, with advantage because your nose is very keen for this.
I just love the imagery of this.
Yeah.
Yeah. Coming from this chest.
Ooh. That would have been one of the last ones I opened. Wait, sorry, did we know what the glyphs did anyone say what the glyphs did?
Not out loud.
Nope. You just saw that you
know
saw
what?
red lightning dance up and stab into Tyr when he moved the box.
Whatever. She'll go in and also break this lock.
Alright, it's difficult terrain, you're moving a little slower, you go to break the lock. Give me the melee attack first.
She'll pull. If she thinks her sword will do a better job, aka if she can use her sword to do it, she'll do it.
Yeah, you whip out the sword, you stab and pry
And I guess I use the sword instead of melee then.
you stab into the wood, but you dink metal behind, and you
Wait, I have multi attack.
you do have multi-attack. Give me the next one.
Damn it.
Ding! It's like you try to go again and you just wind up stabbing some of the metal. You're leaving dinks in it and on your sword. Roll me a wisdom save.
Wisdom save. This is how you do wisdom save.
Yeah. So you are rooted in place, and you suffer. One moment. I'm gonna say it's lesser now that it's already gone off. You only suffer 2d6 psychic damage.
Oh, it's psychic. Oh,
Yes,
that's
you take-
different.
You take
Okay.
6. Yeah. All right, so it's easy. That's your turn. As the red
Yes.
lightning hits you, and you feel yourself a bit rooted in place.
Yeah, I don't have any bonus actions, so yes.
All right, Veriosian. The doors are being pounded on. Red lightning's going off on Azizi. She's trying to get into this chest. The pillars are still very much up, and there is an army unit's worth of well-armored murderers about to come into this room. What are you doing?
Azizi's gonna call out, like, help me get this stupid thing open.
Why? What's in it? Hello?
Okay. Yeah, that's actually
What-
important. Don't use fire to open it.
And
And don't use water either.
Again, you're talking to Ver.
I was like, yeah, Ver's gonna be like, what do you want me to do then? Wait, what's in the chest?
Black powder!
Okay, is it the same with the other chest on the other side?
Was my perception check high enough to know that, or?
It'd be awfully convenient if it was. I'll tell you that much right now.
Wait,
The
wait.
interior decorator of this vault. How
Yeah,
how
it's
civic
Oh
like
wait,
anal
actually,
is
yeah. Are these wooden chests?
These ones are wooden banded with metal, but you stabbed through a bit of wood and found some metal on this one, so you're not sure what it's like on the inside. The other
Okay,
ones,
damn it.
The other ones have wooden paneling on parts of them, yes. So what's the
Okay.
what's the play? Sorry, what was the
What?
ask? What was the question?
Well, is there black powder in the? I am gonna ask is easy if there's black powder in the other chests.
Yeah,
Azizi
does Azizi
across
know
from it.
that?
Azizi only smelled it on this one.
Azizi's just gonna shrug.
Okay.
Unless she's very confident, but yeah, she will just shrug, like, I don't know.
You sure I'm gonna help you get this chest open? Is easy. Are you confident there's enough black powder in here to blow up this room?
There's enough for plausible deniability. That is the only big word I've decided. I don't think that's a really big word. Shit.
Azizi is very familiar with
impressive
plausible
word there.
deniability. She's not one. She's not one for many legal concepts. Oh my gosh, Sparrow. Oh my gosh, were there dangerous to go alones? No, there was improv and D&D gave a. Oh my gosh, I haven't had the chat up. I'll water the lead. Thank you.
Okay.
We're just fitting parts of that discussion. Yeah, he's called Ant-Man.
Lead.
Clearly, he turns into an insect.
How much? What if I wanted to shove this thing to the center of the room?
That would be an athletics. That's a strength. You're.
Are you gonna shove it into me?
Dodge it.
The person who cannot move right now. Not like you would know that, but this is funny. Let's do this.
Wait, would her body stop? It's not that good.
I think I'm at.
God.
No, wait! I'm not
There's-
halfway!
Ver stubs his toe,
Oh.
and he's like, "Ow!" And your talon is kind of like, it doesn't feel.
Azizi just gives him the most unimpressed look.
Can I try again? Am I allowed to try again? No, shoving is the actual attack, right? Okay, well, shit.
I think that's your.
Yeah, you replace an
your
attack
action.
to do that. Unfortunately.
Does that mean you can shove twice with multi-attack, or is that specifically for weapon attacks that you can multi-attack with?
I think it would depend on the wording of shove, but I'm pretty sure you replace an attack to do it. Or maybe
Yeah,
that's a fighter thing.
I think you can. Yeah, I think it's shove per attack. Yeah. Point is, Ryojin, that's your turn. Yes.
Yeah?
All right. The first fist bursts through the door, and takes one look and has decided it is time for a summary execution. He came in halberd out. He steps into the circle of the rune and is unharmed. He steps here and he makes a halberd attack against Azizi.
Am I actually?
Yo,
Yeah.
halberd.
Is anything done because I'm bound?
The way it's rooting you, it's preventing you from moving your legs, but it's not changing how
Okay.
much he can hit you.
So it's a grapple, not a restraint.
Yeah. So what the fuck? How do I make it? I hit the button. A dice showed up. Why didn't it roll? Huh? Are you kidding me? It's
You just
innocent-
manually roll it.
Are you fucking? What are you doing, Boundary? Yeah, whatever. Fuck me. Yeah, I guess it's a strength attack with proficiency. I don't know.
Is there no like attack prompt on the item card when you in the chat?
Oh. If I use his long sword, is it gonna let me? No. What the hell? Fucking. Whatever. I'll roll a d20 and figure it out. Except I don't remember what they're fucking.
It says
Okay.
+6 weapon attack +6.
All right.
At least for the long swords.
All right. Well, they fucking slash at the
Bam.
ground. They have multi X2 though, so they're gonna swing one more.
Okay.
Yeah. And they let me just check here once per turn. Not what I'm gonna actually.
1d8 +3. It looks like. No, that's their. Sorry, 1d10 +3 is what you have listed.
All right, so it's gonna be a 2d10 +3.
What's bloodlust damage?
Don't worry about it. I was misclicking to bring it up.
Okay.
13 have the 6. So 70.
Damn, for a crate, he really didn't do that much damage. 10?
Uh-huh.
He rolled. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so that's the first fist. The other fist comes in sort of like the back formation.
Also for
Crossbow
no
out.
reason in particular. How what are they wearing? Armor?
Metal
armor?
Lots of metal armor, yes.
Okay.
The fist raises his crossbow at Tyr. Tyr, you got some cover, so your AC is like too higher for this shot. and they try and pop you with a heavy crossbow. Roll 1d20 plus 5. Yeah, the shot goes wide.
Goodness.
Given that that weapon is loading, they switch over to a javelin and yuck it at you. I'm assuming that a 15 isn't going to hit your AC plus 2.
Nope.
Yeah, the javelin clatters. You see the room behind them. There's people like shouting and running, and there's like 4 squads in there. Like there's like 20, like 23, 24 people about to come into this room in full
Okay.
armor with their weapons. And every
How long does it look like we have?
a new squad will enter at the bottom of each round.
Okay.
Which will be represented by a random fist captain who I will manually assign the initiative 0. So,
Okay.
oh, you can look a skull. I wonder if that. Oh my God! You marked defeated, and that's how you put skulls on people. I'm silly. All right. That's the fist cap. So, yeah. So next round, like there's a new squad in here every turn. The one they're from will come in first. After that, it's full squads. So, Die, it's your turn.
All right. How heavy is this chest? The silver chest that I'm standing next to.
Pretty heavy.
Okay.
I was gonna say I'm amazed he was able to carry that thing.
I'm going to pass my lockpicks to my imp.
Huh?
And have him spend its action attempting to lockpick it.
Sure. Ryojin, did you share any information about the nature of this chest with your friend?
That's when I was observing it, right?
Yeah.
I said some vampire shit earlier. You said what? Then I went to observing it. No, I don't think I had a chance before I was really interrupted by
Alright,
something.
so Imp makes the Imp tries to open the lock before it, and it makes its lockpicking test.
Now, that's something I spitballed earlier, but since, I've had my imp for a decent while now, could I teach it lockpicking or not really?
I don't think it could gain a skill proficiency that it doesn't get otherwise.
Okay. Then this would be a straight dex, I'm assuming?
Yep.
He's a nimble imp, right? Yeah. there
It
you
pops.
go.
The blue sapphire on top crusts over to ice, and your Imp makes a con save.
Is this magical?
Yes.
It gets advantage.
Really?
Yep.
That's funny.
Fuck me. Okay.
Okay,
I'm-
so it suffers 20 frost damage and becomes frozen solid.
It's resistant to cold damage, but that's just enough damage to make it hit 0.
Damn.
You have an Imp sickle. But the chest does seem to like click open.
So can I spend a bonus action picking it up?
The chest?
No,
You want
The tiara.
to you want to slide it open. You want to go for the diadem of dust.
yeah.
All right, the lid is so incredibly cold with the emanating sapphire that if you touch it, you'll take 1 cold damage. But you can do that. You willing to?
Do I think it's like I would just constantly tick damage?
Not the diadem, the lid. Opening the lid of the chest is what I'm talking about. That's what's going to give you the cold damage.
Oh, okay. Would it take my action to like open the lid?
If you want to carefully open the lid,
I'll take the damage.
You take 1 cold damage. You grab the diadem. It has a darkly glinting deep purple gem at the middle of like a silver diadem with 2 purple gems off to either side. Do you want to like put it on or you just carrying it with you?
I will take it and pocket it.
All right.
If I can do that with a bonus action, I will spend my action using Eldritch Blast against this pillar.
Sure. Make me an attack.
That'd be
I'm
really
curious.
handy.
Is the imp just dead?
It's frozen right now.
It's at 0 hit points and it's frozen solid. I'm
Yeah,
gonna
does
call
the-
it dead.
Does the imp get death saving throws? Was my question.
If it does,
don't
it
believe
wouldn't be making
familiars
them
do.
right now.
Okay.
I don't
Alright.
believe familiars do. They just poop.
All right, so Zai, you
But-
you pop your Eldritch
Either way.
Blast, a swirling shadow blast rakes
Do
the column.
It's a pretty static column and it's pretty wide. Do I get advantage from this or not?
Yeah, I'll give you advantage.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Just
hit,
like-
roll damage.
I was like your little yay! I did it.
Okay, you managed to blast dead center through this column. It's thick stone, but it looks like it's maybe at half health, maybe even has even less. As easy, you just see chunks of stone blast out towards Varyosian. And Zai, that's your turn, right?
That is correct. And
Here-
do I successfully get the diadem?
You have the diadem
Dust?
in.
Diadem
You have
dust?
the diadem of dusk in your possession, and it is you pocket that shit.
I'm just gonna put it in my inventory so I don't forget it.
All right, Tyr, what do you want to do?
I'm gonna grab one of the jars and throw it at the door.
All right. You yuck. The red powder. It cracks here, and it spreads. It doesn't initially ignite, but here's the thing: the moment that it touches these red glowing runes, it mega ignites.
Oh.
There is now a blazing inferno.
Mm.
Okay, so this guy is taking half on it, but there's still, a bit of damage to him. He doesn't look too phased though, but the important, and so is this guy, honestly. The fire is spread to the northern side of the circle and into the room beyond. That being said, these guys look like they are badass enough. They don't give a shit about that much fire. So even though there's magical fire burning at them, they're gonna run in here anyway.
Does the
Wait,
the
do
fire
we-
only ignites the northern half, right?
For now, but you get the feeling it might spread.
Like it is on the box.
I mean, I'm trying to find a fire thing right now.
Okay.
Actually, wait, no, what am I doing? I'm in silly person. I need to go into modules, animate spell effects. There we fucking go. And, did I not pop out a... Come on. Come
I'm
on.
glad you found it, but we don't see anything. At least I don't see anything.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, I found them, but like... Okay.
Oh, I see
Oh!
something in the corner.
Oh,
Oh, I see more things in the corner.
Okay.
Oh god.
Are any of you just like continuously burning? Like that
Yep.
would be nice.
Yep, I see explosions everywhere.
That's a continual one.
Yeah, that's a continual one right there. Oh.
I'm excited to play Orochi again.
Oh,
So
they
there's
have all the
there's
cool
some
effects.
deep red magical fire, kind of like arcing through the middle and into the room beyond, from
But,
where Tyr smashed the pot. Tyr, that was like one ranged attack. I call that.
Oh, do I
Okay.
get another?
Yes, Casey.
Sorry, I just want to know if the boxes are in the fire or not.
Not yet, but they're about to be imminently even.
Okay. Cool. I just need
Can I pick up the javelin and huck it back?
Yes, you can. You rip it out. You literally stab into the wood of the chest behind you. You grab that shit. You huck it around. You like reverse it, and then
You know, you gotta be real cool about it, right? You actually break half of the javelin off, and as it's spinning in the air, you punch it back at the guy.
Yeah, slot him.
What do I roll?
I would let you roll that as a dex ranged attack that you have proficiency in.
Dart?
Sure, yeah, dart. Okay. That's, because you can't have a shield up, that's definitely a hit.
Oh, he has a shield.
And the effect is such that, roll me, d6 plus, dex mod for piercing. It punches through his armor and like a bit of blood seeps, but he seems to be going pretty hard.
These guys are fucking insane.
Yeah, and there's about to be a lot more of them in that room with you. Tears, is that your turn?
Mm-hmm. Can I just bonus action grab some more
Yeah,
of
you're
the jars?
grabbing fire jars.
And then I'll move to the hole.
All right, you managed to get 2 of them. That is an open box full of caltrips. Do you stand the edge? Okay, you stand there. All right, so that's Azizi's turn. Or Azizi's turn is up now. Azizi, the fire is gonna be spreading soon. What do you want to do?
Just checking something real quick. So that gives me reckless attack gives me advantage on strength-based weapons, and also people who have advantage on me, right?
Correct. I don't know if it specifies strength-based weapons. but
It
yes.
does strength melee. That's why I could never use it before. Because I. Is a +2 better than advantage?
Mathematically, an advantage is roughly equal to a +5.
Okay.
But that's like. Never mind. I'm not gonna get into it.
Well, I have. Okay. Let me just change this to melee to strength based really quick, so I can just do that. And then I'm just open up, you stupid box. Advantage. Please tell me a 20 can break a lock.
Yeah. You've snapped that shit off. And you pop it open. You see half of it is contained inside of another chest, and you don't see what it is. The other half is stored like a traditional fashion of like a secure black powder container, but there's no lock on this. You're at the black powder. You can get at it.
Wait, I swear. So I'm just like making sure I have this because I swear, yeah, reckless attack. Why do I not have it in my features? Advantage on using strength, but yeah. So all attack rolls have advantage on me until my next turn, just so you know.
Me.
So you said there's a metal box in the box, or what was that now?
Yeah. So there's 2 boxes in here. One isn't the powder. One is the powder, the black powder.
Is it locked boxes or?
No, they're not locked. So you can just take that shit and open it.
Okay. And just one of them is powder.
Yeah, one of them is full of black powder.
Okay. Based on my knowledge, what do I think the blast radius of that will be?
It depends
If I were
on
just
how it's
to
like
spark it on
padded.
fire right now.
With black powder, it depends on how it's powdered and shaped and oxidized. So not quite that per volume, not that of your bombs, but given how much of it there is, you take out both the pillars, possibly sending shrapnel towards the others, and damage yourself, the fist, and Varyosian greatly.
Greatly.
The fuck? What happened?
No.
looking at-
This
she's
is a
looking at bombs.
hypothetical. This is hypothetical.
Push it in the center. Grab it and yuck it in the center.
Do I feel like if I did put it in the center, if it could reach all 4 pillars, or?
It could hit all 4 pillars. You don't know if that would be enough to take them down.
She's gonna open the box,
Did you open
place
this?
it. Can she reach the center from here?
You can toss it. It's only like a 5-foot toss.
Yeah, and she's gonna. Can she open up one for black powder grenades, or?
That's interesting.
It would be difficult to crack it open, but you could like use a melee attack to do so. Yes. I mean, like what?
That seems like a bad idea to use on a grenade. I just wanted to see if I could like pour the black powder out onto to add to the explosives.
You think that if you roll the bomb into there, it will also go off, but you don't want any shrapnel residue proving that it was your bomb.
Yeah.
No, but given the present circumstance, you think that if you added any red fire sticks you have to the equation, you would probably not destroy. The paper would be destroyed, the fuse would be destroyed. Odds are good that they would find no residue from that. And there's already red powder burning up in your direction right now, so.
Okay. So like the material outside my black powder grenade, like it'd be obvious it was me if they found the shrapnel. Is what I'm hearing.
Not necessarily. I mean, lots of people, like, other people can choose to make bombs, but if they... It would be one clue that would strongly point to you if they had another reason to come find you.
Okay. Well, I feel like I can't move. So I used an attack there. Azizi is going to tell Bear to get out now. No, I already used my action. I could disengage. I could. She's gonna use her second attack to throw a heckler grenade. Wait, is that a roll to hit? Sorry, my bad. I'm pretty sure this is. Yeah, no, that's not a roll to hit. Yeah, so I'll just throw a heckler grenade at the one closest to her. Oh, that doesn't hit.
Oh my goodness.
I think that's all she can do.
So what
Do I
did you
get-
do with the black powder in the box again?
Make your wisdom save to see if you manage to come unstuck. The square in the middle is where the black powder grenade went, or not the black powder box went.
Wisdom. Come on. Okay.
Yeah, so you come free of it at the end of your turn.
Yeah. She tells you to get out now, by the way.
Okay.
Ryojin, what are you gonna do? You see Azizi's there. The fire is going to overcome her very shortly, and then the explosion is going to happen shortly after that.
Is there any particular reason why she needs to be there? It's my question.
Drinking a potion is an action, right?
Can I grab her?
Yes.
Normally in action.
Okay.
That depends. I mean, you'd have to enter into a. To get within 5 feet of her, you'd have to enter within 5. You'd have to get into the spell's zone, the glyph zone. But yes, you can grab her and try and pick her up after you've done that if you want. What would Ryojin do?
What is my wisdom? Some shit. You said get out? Okay. I guess.
Also, do I take any more damage from being in the circle, by the way?
he-
Oh.
No, not just for being in it. If you don't fail to save.
Okay. Okay.
So Ryojin, are you gonna do anything?
Yeah, I'm moving.
Okay, so you're moving. You're hopping here. You're hopping into the open box of caltrops, and then presumably over it. Are you trying to get as easy? Are you bolting for it? What's the play? What's the play? Fire spreading, smoke rising. Shit's about to explode.
I know we're trying to break the pillars, so I guess I'll just shoot at the pillar over here.
All right.
With a should I composite blast it?
Depends how much structural damage you want to do.
I'll I'll composite blast it. So I do have a butterfly, I believe. Cool. Wait, is that within 30 feet of me? That's like another question. Pretty sure it is. Okay, I just want to make sure. Keep you.
All right. Let's see that attack. All right, you hit solid. Give me the damage. Oh, that pillar is almost entirely gone. As you just you slurp an
Nice.
ice bit into it, and water bursts out with like a concussive blast. It looks like a dam failing, and like the rock is crumbling.
7. So that's me at 50. No,
So,
40, 47.
So Ryojin, is that
And then. So now I have 2 burn. Oh, actually, it does 1 more damage because I already had a burn on me.
Oh, then that pillar literally has collapsed. And the like ceiling begins to give way above it, and you see like wood and stone fall down as light trails through.
And then it took 20 feet for me to get there. And with my, I'll stand in the. Oh wait, that's a small hole. Can I get through there with all my with my with what?
You have to squeeze. You have to spend. It's like moving to a square difficult terrain to move through it.
Which I think the
So,
math
I
ends up being you need
cannot.
35 feet in movement.
Yeah,
to
I
get past it.
cannot. So I'll stand here.
Oh no!
Well, so
Thank goodness you're a con character, but I don't know if that will.
Also, Tears in there too. I don't know if he's
Well,
in
I
the
mean,
blast
he's-
radius,
is he
but
still
if
moving?
Erosion is, Tears too.
the fist doesn't take as much fire damage as they might have, but they still take some. They
Guess I could have delayed putting the black powder there if it was a throw. Damn,
Oh yeah. Time check.
my bad.
yeah. So we God, every time I'm like, ooh, I'm paying attention.
He says.
All right, it's a 10-minute break.
This says it's a 10-minute break, guys. Break it up.
Yeah, it's a time.
Hold on. Time out.
10-minute
10
break.
minutes, guys. 10
Back
minutes.
at like 10:40 or so. Thank you all for coming out tonight. Sorry that I ignored chat. God, people were talking. I hate the new setup, and I need my fucking laptop fixed. I don't even start getting it. I can't keep not engaged with chat like this. Anyway, go eat. Go do stuff.
Okay, what the fuck is the vampire dies in no time? First I see an armadillo, now I see a what is that? A fucking bird with a hat and a scarf? What is this show? Shit.
Is everyone back?
I'm back.
I'm back.
Okay, that's everyone. I would just like to point out that unless Lee is doing special stuff for whatever is about to happen, he's gonna need to do more than 100 points of non-psychic damage to take Azizi out.
Okay, but what about everyone else though?
Thankfully,
That's why I wanted you all to get out.
thankfully
I
black
couldn't.
powder is normally bludgeoning. I think.
Not fired?
No.
Concussive force.
That's right.
Although the red powder present is probably going to influence it. But yeah,
But yeah,
Well.
that's why I really wanted you all to get out, because there's a high chance that ZZ can live through this. Oh, actually, I can't say high chance. There's a decent chance.
so halberd swing, a miss and a miss, yes?
Advantage.
Oh. Call out the first swing.
Hit.
Cool. Yeah,
1 hit.
a 1 hit. What a wonder.
Yeah, just 1. God, I'm so glad I made her dex based.
Alright, they are going to halberd attack. Slash roll 1d10. I swear to God, all of these were working before. What happened? Alright, so that's 7 slashing damage coming at you.
So it's 3. Okay.
This fist, says a bomb! And, you know, someone behind him says, you know, cover it. And this fist is literally going to run and try and jump on top of it. Cushion the blast with his body.
Wow. What a hero. Are you sure these guys are the bad guys?
Excuse me.
I thought we were the bad guys.
We're playing a crime one shot right now. Was this a question?
I'm pretty sure we're the bad guys, Shin.
I don't know. The fists are pretty bad too.
Clicking on skills isn't causing them to roll. Am I tripping?
What?
Like I'm clicking athletics and it won't roll this motherfucker's athletics. I'll roll it manually.
I like to think he misses his belly flop. And he does. And he does.
He kind of like skids. He like crushes some of the black powder, but then skids past. Some of it's on him. The rest of their
Is your
squad
pop-up window coming out somewhere is weird?
pops up here. The arcane
Ooh.
fire spreads to include everyone still in the circle or out the doorway.
Bring it on!
Azizi, make a dex, I would say.
I see this coming,
So-
I presume.
Yeah, you see it coming.
So, does that guy who's like has a little bit of gunpowder on him, does he just like blow up?
Oh yeah, no, this shit is popping off.
It's like the
Save advantage. Oh, damn, that's with advantage? Oh, well.
All right, so yeah, you take 12 fire.
6.
Okay.
Still gotta do over 100 damage.
Okay, so they're all in the room when this bomb goes off. Tyr, you are right next to a hole. I'm assuming you want to dive through that shit.
Yeah.
Give me a deck save.
he's gonna curl up like Sonic and just fucking roll through that shit.
Fair. Next to you, the solid objects include a chest that's facing the wrong way, and a pillar that has been largely shot out by Zai. You want to cover in something there?
Can I put an ice wall in front of me?
You can go up an ice wall, yeah.
I'll spend a bird for that.
Okay. I would also like to point out, you probably noticed the ZZ digging through that chest earlier, and some poison came out soon after.
I just see him say, God fucking.
Also, does anything on me light up?
You mean like do any of your bombs get
Oh,
lit? I'm gonna say that you deliberately carry them in a way that won't happen, but we'll see how much damage you take.
Aw,
Okay.
I don't know. How do I? How do I make it so it's like an angle? Can I move the angle?
All right, so you throw out the ice wall.
I can't move it. Okay.
The
well,
arcane
sorry. It's
fused
15 feet.
explosion pops off. 48 bludgeoning is dealt immediately, and then the roof starts caving in. Ryojin and Azizi.
Mine is plus 24.
Sorry, let me get rid of this wall real quick. Or try to.
Yeah. So you guys take 48 bludgeoning damage, and then the ceiling starts falling on you.
Is there no like?
With
save for this?
Ryojin, you're gonna get a dex save with advantage because of the ice wall.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. Saving throw.
Dex save, yeah?
Oh!
Yeah.
Nice. Saving throw.
Well, this guy literally had 48 HP exactly. Wait, do they all have? Oh, wait a minute. Am I adjusting the HPs of all of them? No, if so, they should all be at 0. Weird. Bro.
I also like to think of the world where that blasted 18 damage.
Yeah.
Well, 18 initial damage.
The fist captain stands as the ceiling begins to cave in. And 4d10 bludgeoning falls. So that's 23 bludgeoning coming. If you pass the dex save against it, which is a separate dex save from the bomb, you will take half.
Okay, wait. Okay, so 24. Does my wall not help me? Oh, no, you said that it gave me
gave you the
advantage. Yeah.
advantage,
So 24 is 6. 24 minus 40 is 16. But I need to. Okay, well, this could end badly for me. Woo! So I'll do 11 damage. 11? Yeah, we round down.
Yeah. So Viryoshin, you're still standing, right?
I'm barely standing. Yes.
All right. So a huge explosion rocks this whole location, right? This place is now covered in rubble.
Just to check, the pillars still up or they're all gone?
It's hard to say. There was a boom. There's collapsing. Azizi can see that the 2 corner pillars are like barely still there, mostly enjammed with stuff, but the 2 ones that had already been hit are destroyed. Azizi, the floor is also so destroyed that the like magical like glyph, it seems largely inert at this point. There is like red fire still like asping up out of the abyss. Die. It's your turn, and the brick wall you guys put a hole in earlier starts to spew more brick and starts to bend inwards. It looks like it's not gonna stay a standing, functional bit of wall for long after being compromised and then having a bomb go off.
Oh, one thing. I don't know if you saw earlier, but when a familiar hits 0 HP, it actually does poof. So
I'm gonna say, yeah. What you see is like it gets frozen into the icicle, and then it poofs away.
Lee, is that this captain still up?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
both of you are still
The
up.
fucking rocks hit.
I have the both of mine. He did.
The rocks blow apart, and then he shoves them apart. His like eyes are like fixed with rage, blade in hand, and he screams, "Charge!"
Jesus
yeah.
Christ.
You did not come to no weak location, okay?
Yeah,
Like,
apparently. My dude is a fucking Terminator right now. I'm
I have
scared.
emphasized this for a reason. Yes,
No, it's fine. I was just shocked. I was like, damn, he took like 60 damage. No, he took 71 damage.
Yeah, so it's easy. What's the
Jesus.
What's the play here?
So Imp's body's not there, so that's not gonna leave any evidence. Because of the blast.
Well,
is the
there is an icicle in the shape, like an icicle with a imp-shaped gap inside of it.
I like
mean,
that
okay.
idea.
That's fine with me. So the blast hole, or is the hole in the wall, is it still difficult terrain, or because of the blast it's opened up more?
It's still difficult terrain because now there's bricks falling as the hole expands, and like it's like cluttering the walkway.
All right. So I'm going to spend. I don't know if I can go diagonal here, but
You can.
okay. So that's 10 feet of movement. Or let's just do that. That's 10 feet of movement. From here, I want to grab Ver and drag him across.
All right.
So how much movement will that take?
Here's the
Because
part. Kind of want to drag him through an open chest of caltrops that have now been splued all
okay,
over the place.
I want to spend my action to
rock.
close the chest, or my bonus action to close the chest.
The chest is not in closable condition, fam. The explosion like blew rocks everywhere. It's like a busted open chest now, also spilling them all over. And it's lucky Variojin didn't get hit by them in the rock back.
I fucking hate you, Casey. Can I
As-
like pull Vern away where I use my own body to block him from getting stabbed to death by caltrops? Sorry, a
Ask if you
box
could just
full of
sweep
caltrops.
away the caltrops, because I don't think the box is like. Is the box still there? Or did they get blown up too?
No, so they've been knocked around, and they're like shrapnel out, like often like they're destroyed or warped. They're still around. But Zai, basically what you do is you run in, you get up on the rocks to avoid getting stabbed. You grab Variojin, you throw him out, right?
Yeah, and I want to make sure that I put my body between him and the caltrops, so any damage that happens from caltrops hits me and not him.
Make a
I'm
athletics.
Tell Zaya's like, the captain's still alive. There's still 2 pillars up.
Yeah, and you're about to die.
Yeah. All right. So you managed to do it. You get pricked for 1 damage.
Not to say I don't appreciate it. I just let you know.
So Zai, that's your action. Hoisting Variojin. You moved here. What are you doing?
Real quickly, I have a question. Did you roll that in Foundry?
Roll what?
Because the damage for the
No,
caltrops?
no.
Okay,
They're just
I just want to make sure.
because he didn't get exposed to a full D4 because he did all right.
Yeah.
If I can I yell at them to just get out?
Yeah. I mean, you're kind of like under a rock, so you're still muffled. He's like, get out. But you know.
Oh, am I prone?
You're not prone, but there's like a pile of rubble all over you.
Okay, so just difficult terrain.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
I don't have any bonus action spells I can help you with.
That's fine.
Yeah. Let's spend the rest of my movement to get out.
All right. That's your turn, right?
Ooh, actually.
I think I'm going to
Am I
step away
in a position?
a little bit, and that's my turn.
Here. The Zaya has the diadem. The pillars are still 2 of them are still standing, but the room seems like it's partially collapsing. What's the play?
There's not much I can do. I'll step over here. Look through the hole.
There's still like 15 more dudes coming through those doors, and the fist captain here is still standing.
Alright. I'm gonna spend 2 key points to cast darkness.
Ooh.
Wait. I'm guessing it's magical darkness, so they can't see.
Yeah.
Look like the cap-
trying to see where the range is.
I believe it's 20-foot radius, but let me double check.
It's 15-foot radius, but I'm trying to see how far I can put this.
It's the regular spell darkness, right?
Yeah.
It's 60-foot range with a 15-foot
Okay.
radius of fear.
Yeah, I'll put it so that
You can put anywhere in the room, basically.
yeah. How much is 15?
Do you want to put a 15-foot circle, though?
How do I even do that?
So basically, yeah, like darkness absolutely covers the entryway. There's explosion.
Yeah.
There's falling. Azizi is also plunged into magical darkness. That's the play,
I'm
right?
gonna avoid her if possible.
All right, yeah, okay. So
I don't
that's
know where she is
Okay,
right now.
that changes.
all right. So that's it.
I was at the point out that the captain
Yeah.
did see like half of us. So we
Can you see my
do.
That, you're assuming he just lived through this.
So
All right, and then I'll take my movement.
Kai, can you see my circle?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see it.
Okay.
you're throwing it out the darkness. You're moving. Where are you moving? Yeah, you guys are fucking off, basically. Quitting the scene.
Well,
Aziz,
one of us kind of can. Or
Aziz-
is the glyph gone?
Azizi. Yeah, so the
Oh, I
glyph
got out
isn't
of it.
functioning. Yeah, and Aziz is out
Also,
of it.
there
And
are
it's not
still
functioning.
2 pillars left.
Yeah, but Aziz, no, I'm asking. I was ignore that. I was talking about the fact that Tyr is like leaving the map. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there any damage that won't damage stone? Like, my blue powder sticks can still do shit, right? I presume.
Yeah. Well, what does blue power do again?
Or like fire. Did the fire look like it was damaging the stone at all?
The fire was augmenting the strength of the explosion with the black powder. That's why it did what it did. And I mean, like, now there's exposed timbers
Yeah.
and stuff as like the floor falls way above, and you're looking to a ceilinged room.
Okay.
So
So I feel like red fire damage can still finish off the pillars.
Maybe. It's what's mostly going to do is it's going to knock around the shrapnel. The explosive force of the red powder stick will knock around the shrapnel remaining, and like the
Okay.
broken bits of rock, and you're going to have to hope that that does the job.
Okay. My other question. Okay, so I'm going to be using this. My other question is. Actually, this. Really, when I was measuring out the templates, it was doing something different. Okay. Ooh. Nope, that was gonna hit there. That's. Oh right, that's why I wanted to. And from, like, essentially this whole room is difficult terrain, I presume.
Yeah. At this point, anything with rocks over it.
Huh. Oh, come on, no, don't do that. Sorry, it's... We're doing everything that's in the red tile, right?
What do you mean everything in the red tile?
Like, okay, sorry, I'm trying to figure out a good place to place this that won't hit there.
Yeah, I mean, Vare's outside. So,
Out
like,
of the room.
even if the radius would select him, it would need to come through the
Okay.
hole to get him.
Cool. Then I'm going to step over here. Nope. Oh my god, why do
Joy's
the
a
thing
foundry.
I want you to do? Well, close enough. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to step over here, light the red powder stick on myself, because it says enemy target.
Well, I mean, you could drop it wherever you want.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna light it on myself. And I see this coming, so advantage on that.
The fist captain will be like, oh shit, she's about to blow herself up. I'm gonna try and not get hit by that. He fails to save. It does 20 fire damage.
I don't think he can see it.
Oh yeah,
Not like it matters.
No, it's matters dark. He doesn't see shit. He just an inferno rakes over him and he's dead.
So that's 10
the
damage
pillars.
to me. Yeah, do the pillars look like they're gone?
Rock bashes into it and you can't see the pillars anymore as what stone was above falls and wooden timbers clatter as well. I'm assuming you want to escape and not be here when the whole building comes down.
Yeah, I have 40 feet of movement, so that's 20 feet with all the...
Make an athletics check. In part because this is also in combination to how quickly you leave.
Wait, I think
You're raging?
that does give me advantage, right?
It's a strength check, yes. I believe that would give you the advantage on it.
Oh, does it count? Oh, yeah, I guess it does count as a strength check.
It's easy. So you could get here on your movement.
Okay. That is... Oh, wait! Fuck, can I do that? No, I don't think I can. I think it's just disengage. Or hide. Okay. Yeah. Then, yeah, that's all I can do.
Alright,
That counts as an attack, reaches and fall. Okay. Yep, that's all I can do.
so like the building is coming down on you, fire is lapped out everywhere. Things have bashed in and there's barely any room for you to move and the brick wall near you is probably about to collapse as well that Viryosian is next to. Viryosian, the wall next to you buckles and ripples outwards. Some bricks go flying, it's about to fall apart. You know, as easy as just
running
on the
at
other side.
you.
Do I see a ZZ?
I think you can see her running at you in a panic.
I'm gonna fucking grab her and go. Can I grab her and get the fuck out?
You got to reach through like the dilapidated brick wall. Make me a dex save to see how hard you get hit.
Oh.
Oh.
This could end badly.
Yep.
Mhm.
Horrible.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, it's above average.
Yeah, so you
DC was actually 15.
You managed to get her out without getting too hard pelted by a brick. The building collapses as you two like rush away. The combat is
I'm like
over.
holding her, by the way. I'm not putting her on the ground.
You're holding her. Yeah, you're moving. The explosion is rung out and there is shouting, violence, oh my. What are you guys gonna do?
Keep running.
So.
ZZ's gonna try to... Do I have any idea where the side pathways lead out? Because I kind of feel like it might not be a good idea for us to leave the way we came.
Well, you think that one of them should have gone in the direction of the Grand Crescent Market, and the other should have gone vaguely somewhere to the east of the hill, or east in just like the circle area.
Which is closer to home?
The Grand Market.
I will let them know which one leads to there.
Yeah. And as you guys, so you guys are seeing the Underwash Hall again, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay.
Can ZZ also just toss a potion to there?
Sure. So.
Can she
You guys-
also down one while running, just in case?
You guys hear an ear-rending explosion ahead of you. The southern
us.
section of this, like rock begins to like fall and clatter into the washway. Moonlight pierces in as water from the storm washes around, and you pungently smell black powder, Azizi, and the residue thereof. As everything clatters down, The passageway to the south is completely blocked.
From where? Like, where the water is falling here, or further down, or at the very bottom of the map?
If you can't see it, you can't see it. Rocks fall in the dark distance south.
Oh,
The southern edge of the map is blocked. You know that. As easy as suggested, you go through this grate. Anyone want to do anything about that? It is there's you're running. You're wounded. There's water splashing away. Variosian, are you gonna do your trick again?
Yeah, I'm just gonna do it real quick.
You do a quick water bend.
More water gets through. 'cause
Anybody who
just
wants to
real quick.
run across these slick surfaces needs to make an athletics or acrobatics. Otherwise, you're not going to be moving as fast for any events which may or may not unfurl.
Is this soon enough after? Actually, if not, I'll just blow another rage. Let me know if I need to blow a rage for this.
You guys run for like a minute. So yeah, the rage is down.
Okay. Can I bonus action rage before continuing? Or
You may. You
I didn't
choose
put
to do
you
that,
down.
yes.
I didn't put you down yet.
Variosian is presently holding you. You could rage anyway, or try and get down. Up to you.
Oh, if I'm still on there, then okay.
You're
I guess
still
I will
being
just-
held.
I guess I will just drink my potion instead of making this athletics checks. Is that okay?
I have like one arm like this, like I'm.
Yeah, you want
I'm
to
just
take a
gonna
potion?
shadow step.
I didn't even take the chance. Yeah, that's fair.
Your appears in the shadows here. Yeah. All right. So Variosian, you're drinking. So is someone drinking a potion or what?
I want to drink a potion because
easy.
I'm not moved.
All right. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like roll it and heal yourself. Uri and Variosian. Is Zai rushing? Is Variosian rushing?
Wow.
Yeah.
yeah, I rolled a
Definitely
14.
rushing. I rolled a 22.
Okay. And Zai, you roll 14. You almost roll your ankle, but you're fine. You're at this grate. What do you do?
One thing, as we're running, Zai, like, I guess in terms of D&D, every 12 seconds, he would change his disguise, and he's constantly using mask of many faces. But yeah, I think we just go down the way Aziz suggested.
Well, it's blocked.
Yeah, there's a metal,
Oh.
like floor to ceiling grate
Yeah.
in the direction you are headed. What do you do?
And there's no like lock on or anything. There's no door.
No, you don't. I don't think you're familiar with the operation of this thing, and you're rushing really fast in the dark.
Does it look like a super thick grate?
No, it's not thick at all. It's not even 1 inch thick.
Can
Oh.
Azizi
Start
just
slashing
jump?
at it.
Can Azizi jump off and rage and ram into it?
Yes. Give me either a melee attack with advantage or athletics with advantage, your preference.
Just say it. It was easy. If you do I just look at her like run into it. I was like, I lean over to. I tell her like, you know, if you go through it, like, we're not gonna fit, right?
He punches through in a way that rips open like half of it. You guys do have to kind of like duck a little and step through.
Yeah, I was gonna say like, you gotta get through
Absolutely
that. And you run
punctured the
through it.
grate. It like bits of it like clatter everywhere. I'm assuming you
Yeah.
guys come in behind.
What does the
Yep.
other side do again? What does the other side lead again?
Some.
That
So we're
is
heading towards
vaguely
the
to east,
marketplace.
east of Mongerzam. This is taking you to the Grand Market. So you guys come in here and you move. You're moving, right?
Yeah.
Real quick, how much time do we feel that we have, or
That's up to you.
It
How
seems
much
like
time
it
do you
com-
think you have after doing that? And do you have any idea what caused the other explosion that just caved in a significant portion of your escape route?
that's fair. I'll go with everyone else.
Assess that on your own basis. Like, your character legitimately doesn't know why that just happened.
Go on.
I will spend another 2 key points to cast Pass Without a Trace.
All right.
I forget you have that.
What's that one do?
Plus 10 to stealth checks,
Oh,
and you don't leave any tracks.
that's cool.
But you have to be pretty close to the caster.
Oh, so we're all
You have to
huddling.
start off pretty close, and I don't think it's that far. I think it's like 30 feet.
Yep.
That's not that close.
Oh, I like the idea of all of us huddling against here. The sneak.
So you guys
Isn't
have
it like we
to.
can't be tracked without magical means?
Mhm.
No, at some point you guys are forced into a tightened zone 5 feet wide.
Is Zizi still running full force from her charge? I imagine.
You guys find yourself in a circle. There is an area 20 feet above you that has metal grates, and there are chains in this area that kind of like, show you stuff. I will put the eye up at 20 feet to show you what I mean,
Okay.
Are you supposed
and
to
I
go
will
with
give
map?
the eye better vision.
We're still on the corridor map with
Yeah,
the.
I'm about to.
Yeah,
load
no,
you
it's
over.
the same map but at different elevation.
Oh.
No, it is a different map.
Oh, is it a different map? Okay.
Yeah. And importantly, everyone make me the stealth rolls.
That's plus 10, right?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
26.
36.
I got fucking Shin has 40. How do you have plus 10 again? Jesus.
Expertise.
No, from Pass Without a
Represent?
Trace.
Oh,
you
you
just
already
added
included
it.
pass with it.
Yeah.
Okay. How'd you do that?
We're asked for situational things, situational modifiers. You just add a plus 10 there.
Oh, I
Nice.
didn't notice. That's cool.
Plus
Okay.
Foundry.
So
Except for the
26,
internet
26,
issues.
27. Yep.
Yeah,
Are we okay?
So there are multiple, like, if you guys look from the eye spread, there's like chains above you, and you're down here, you're 20 feet down. You're in this circle where the water's washing around, and there is a graded walkway above, and you know that those graded walkways are what leads to the exit, and the one that nearest that you think will get you out of the washway is to the west. The west, like the far side that you just came in on.
But it's up, right? The exit we're looking
Yeah, it's
for is up.
you'll have to ascend.
Do I feel like an explosion will loosen the chains?
They're
For the
already,
metal?
already hanging as if they're
Oh,
like,
okay.
like you can already reach, like if you run and jump, you can already grab them.
We're just gonna fly up there.
Ryojin, okay, so you spread your wings and you fly up there. Now, important note about Pass Without Trace. It makes you stealthier, but it doesn't make you invisible.
No.
So you spread your wings and you fly up, and where do you go? Show me.
Also, Darren, did you want to drink a potion that Azizi
Azizi
handed you?
did hand you one.
Sure, I'll drink a potion.
Yeah, you'll drink
Or
a
do you
potion
want to
away,
just
yeah.
heal yourself?
Roll that health and take
Oh,
the...
I can't heal myself because they're doing the rule that
Are you able to hit the healing? I'm
I
curious.
cannot.
Your
Okay.
max HP goes down. You don't take the damage.
Well, I've been doing this with taking damage because that's how you did it on roll 20.
No, you're...
No, I healed you a lot better than I healed myself.
Thanks.
To take extra 10 health and show me where you are, Ryojin. I'm gonna say you didn't stop to use your healing ability before now, so you don't have any health from your healing ability regardless. You did get handed the health potion, drink it on the way. You have 10 more health. Where do you fly to at this point in time?
Is there like any loose chain?
Yeah, there is a lot of loose chain is like coiled around the center, around like one of those like ship bottle things, but like you can take it off.
Going there, yeah, to
All right,
let more make it easier for everyone to get up, so
All
they
right,
don't have to
and
jump.
you have quit the aura of Pass Without Trace, and you have flown. You understand that, right?
It says it's 30 feet, right?
You are 20 feet up, and then an additional. Let me get out the ruler here.
Before we discuss this, I will say I don't know the exact wording and ruling. It might be just the initial cast.
Might be the casting. That's a good point.
For the duration, each creature you choose within 30 feet of you gains this concept.
You choose within 30 feet of you. So do they get the benefit? Did he just? Yeah,
For
that
the
is
duration.
So is it this Variojin had to be in duration? Okay.
Yeah, the person needs to be within an initial cast of 30. I thought it was shorter, but apparently it's 30 fucking.
Okay. But the point is, so Variojin, you fly up, you grab this chain, you start yoinking it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. While that's happening, you guys hear the rattling of chain above. Tell me what you guys are doing in the first, like, 6 seconds of that beginning to happen. Also, did I not put that chain object on, like, a layer? Is that why it's being stupid? God. Why can't I grab it? Does it think it's a token? What the hell? God. Anyway, yeah, continue. Tell me what you do.
Azizi's just gonna try to grab the chain and climb up it.
Alright, that can be either an athletics or acrobatics at your preference.
Is
It,
Has
more,
rage-
more, more
would rage have fallen
you
off?
you ran for longer than 6 seconds down that hall. It's off.
It can't be that hard to climb, right?
I'll also try to use acrobatics to climb.
Oh wait, sorry, athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah.
Oh shit, never mind. Easy.
Easy. Easy, no problem.
Not as easy.
Not as easy.
Okay, that one I will actually give you was good.
Let me-
Excuse me, they're all good. Alright, just not that one.
Alright, I'm just trying to, like, ascertain the positionality of a chain while this is happening, and I should be narrating the fucking game. So this should be at...
This is some epic climbing music.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for the drop that's gonna be the thud of one, maybe two people hitting the floor.
Yeah, you guys probably can't see this chain because it's visible on no layers of existence, but trust that
It
Ryojin...
did disappear.
I saw it before.
Yeah.
Okay. So Tyr, Zai, and Azizi, you're at the edge. What do you... So Azizi, you're just chilling here climbing, right?
I'm climbing up.
I will put you 20 feet up. Do you want to be climbing one of the chain up here or one of the in-between chains?
I'm kind of not. Is this like an outer, like if I climb up here, can I just run?
Yeah.
out?
You can walk around the outer rim of Great. Yeah, that's how you'll get out of here.
Okay, sure.
So that's where you are. And what are Zai and Kai doing?
Also trying to climb up, and I'm assuming so is Tears.
All right, and
also the same thing.
so Zai, you reach up and you eat shit and you skid out into the deepest bit of this water. Tyr, you managed to get on the chain. You managed to get 10 feet up.
I'm like beating. I'm beating.
Yeah.
those
So,
chains down.
at this juncture, so Ryojin, you're like, oh, I gotta feed the thing to my friend. And at around that time, you hear something go whoosh. And you hear something else go whoosh. And then you hear something else go whoosh. Then you hear something else go
arrows?
whoosh. And
Hey, one finally hit.
you guys hear like tick, 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 like it sounds like crossbow bolts. So here's the thing, right? Make me a con save.
Most of these aren't at an advantage.
You take 7 piercing damage, and you are going to take half of this. Sorry, why the fuck did I try and roll a con save for the eye? You're taking half of this poison damage.
That's because you have the eye selected.
Oh my fucking goodness! I'm dead.
So Ryojin hits the ground, and guess what, friends? Everyone's going on the initiative tracker.
Quick thing.
Yeah.
We have an ability that triggers now.
You do have an ability that triggers now, because would you like to share the feat with the class? Actually, I don't know if Kai knows about this.
I believe it's.
Say I do.
Do we get to make a full movement towards the fallen ally?
I believe.
Yeah.
Yes, you do.
But
So, do you guys have an interest entered as like a feat?
I do. I can
No,
put
I
it out.
forgot.
Do you guys care if I
Um,
roll your initiatives for you?
I can. I don't care, but I can also roll it. I'm right here.
All right, I hit the
Okay.
button. We're all in.
Okay.
But it's easy. Yeah. Before anything happens, you
That's-
can use Brotherhood and Blades and use your action to travel up to your movement speed towards them. And I'm gonna say you can swing off the chain using this, and like land over here.
But
Yeah.
the issue is we need to. Do we see the?
Yeah.
our
Well, what you
actors?
see is like up on the walls, now visible, right? And they're at like slight elevation. Some of them, others are like at the 30-foot elevation. You see people who look an awful lot like, I don't know, some shinobi assassins, with crossbows that they are now putting up in favor of other weapons. That's odd. I wonder what they were doing in the washway on your escape route that you were forced to take after an explosion blocked your
For
primary
15.
escape route.
Be 5 feet closer, damn it.
Well, you have blast radius.
It says I can attack an enemy within 10 feet.
Well, what weapon is it?
No. This is
Oh.
Brotherhood and Blades.
Oh, you know what? Even though this isn't what the text says, I'm gonna say that Azizi can throw a bomb at someone for this instance.
Well. Yeah, no, that's the blast radius would catch.
So out of curiosity, how wide is the rim of the 20-foot high elevation?
What do you mean by that?
Actually,
So, to my understanding, the bottom floor is just the waterway, and then there are chains to climb up 20 feet, and then you have the rim area.
You mean the grate?
Yeah,
It's like, it's a little less than 5 feet wide.
and that's all there is to stand on.
Unless you're on the central circle, which is a big stone circle that Vare and Azizi are on.
Oh,
okay.
okay.
Vare's gonna be outside of this, right?
Who's your target? Oh yeah. Okay, yeah. Vare's out of it.
Okay. Azizi throws a black powder grenade and says, "Fuck you! He makes good bento boxes."
And they're like, I didn't know. And yeah. So what's the roll your damage on that? It just failed that deck save hard. Oh, wait, no. Why am I rolling as the eye? Well, whatever.
Because you have the eye selected.
A dice roll, but I have the shinobi selected right now.
Oh, I'm
That's
not
weird.
raging right now.
Why you have
oh,
both
well.
selected then? I don't know.
So what's the damage you're dealing to them?
11.
All right.
I actually get to take the full 11 this time.
All right, so
Damn.
they suffer 11 damage, and they are jostled, and they begin to fall, and they're going to try and grab the chain on their way down. And they
Damn it.
manage to, they slide down to 10 feet. And you guys see, this guy's, like, slid down the chain. He's, like, his, like, outfit is charred from the explosion, but he's not really looking bloodied yet.
Please tell me I go soon. Oh, good.
Oh yeah, what is the order?
Oh, good. They all.
Yeah, no,
They
you're-
almost all rolled shit.
Yeah, so you're at the top of the initiative order.
Can we double check Dex? I don't know how good Foundry is.
Yeah.
I've
Also,
So you're
Trust
about
it.
the same.
so the shinobi has a dexterity of 20,
They should go first.
and Zai, you have a dexterity of 12, and Azizi, you have a dexterity of 16.
Yeah,
So
so the
it's-
Shinobi goes first then.
I'm gonna give them a 17.5 because I don't
Okay.
understand how else to change this. Zai, you're in the position you should be. The shinobi looks at Tyr and kind of like makes a
Is it?
whistling sound, like
Oh,
while
damn it.
looking straight at you, and they then proceed to hop off the chain, rush in your direction, and swing their own Kasarigama at you. And it lashes out. I'm assuming you don't have a way to block that.
Nope.
Okay. It delivers. Like this like knife at the end of this rope like slashes you, and you take it literally won't register me hitting the enter key. What the fuck? Foundry? Hello? Oh my god. If I use the Foundry that's in the app, will it work? Error, unresolved string 4D. Oh my god, I wrote it wrong. I'm an idiot. That's why I wouldn't roll.
And if you're trying and
You're taking 6, you're taking 6 slashing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you're making a Constitution save. Okay.
Oof.
They deliver 18 poison damage to you in addition with that attack.
down one of those. Can't use anything else. Okay. Leaving down one of those. Ooh. That changes things.
Right, I'm the guy running the game. I should probably have the combat advance. It is Azizi's turn. Did I not hit? Yeah. Next. Okay. Azizi, it's your turn. You're next to Variosian. There's 3 shinobi up here. There's 1 down here. Just did a loud whistle. Anybody who wants to can roll an insight on that whistle.
I'm unconscious.
Oh, you're like
might
beat
as
up on the
well.
floor.
Yeah, no, that sounds about right.
ZZ is a little worried about.
Tier. They have just signaled that the target is in sight and they are pursuing, and like it's time to gank him.
Damn it. Okay.
They did that while looking very much at you, Tier. Target in sight, Tier.
Okay. So, question. Rage. It says rage. If your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn or taken damage since then.
Oh, you mean like would that? I would say your pre-combat will count as this round.
Okay. So, if I do rage now, it will not end at the end.
Yeah.
Okay.
At the end of this round, you will not end your rage.
Okay.
Because I will consider
bonus
you to
action, last rage. God, this better not drop. And I will feed my last potion to there.
All right. Let's see that health roll.
Okay,
Very,
not bad.
Very, you're up at 9 gaming, and yeah, Very, you're supposed to take away from your max HP, not hurt yourself. So you can heal yourself. You're just taking away from your max HP later.
Yeah.
Keep that in mind.
Darren, we changed that because it would literally mean most likely you would lose health and gain it.
So Azizi, that's your main inside. What's your play?
I'm just going to move one. God damn it, not that. The different modes are all okay. Just gonna move here, so I'm not on the edge, I guess. Or actually, I'll just move center. Hopefully, I'm a nice enough looking target for them.
All right, so Zai, it's your turn.
Good question. Why is this one plus 30 feet?
Zai,
Are they higher?
Yeah. So it's like there's like a dome ceiling to this room,
Okay.
and like
I just
the
want
ones
to
on
make
the
sure...
eastern side were like up, like hands, like feet spread, suspending there.
Okay. I just want to make sure I wasn't seeing things.
Am I prone?
Yeah. I will say, Zai, you don't think that they've seen you yet.
Because I'm in the water.
Because you're in the water, and because you guys did all get really good stealth checks before they hopped you.
Alright. Could I stealthily swim up behind it?
Yeah, you fucking come up, you pop out of the water, and you just like You attack. You get
so I'm
advantage
assuming-
I
on
don't
that.
see Kai's character. Where is
Click on Zai's token. You can see through Zai's
okay, there we
eyes.
go. Yeah.
Two
So
eyes.
Kai's, we don't have control. So the three of us have control of each other's characters.
Yeah,
So
There we
that's
go.
why we have vision of each other.
yeah.
I put the eye up top so that you guys could check what was above you while you weren't there. But anyway, yeah. So Zai, you emerge from the waves. I'm assuming weapon materializing in hand. You have advantage. They don't see you coming. What do you do? Okay, let's fucking go. Hit
Strike
him
him
with-
down.
All right, hit him with the attack. Hit him with your sneak attack damage as well. All right, that's 13. That's 9. He's looking bloody. He's looking like he's close to half health.
With my blade still in him, I don't know if you want me to spend it. I guess I already used my action, but I want to try to do intimidation. I'll like whisper into his ears. I don't know what you think you're doing, but you better pack up and go home. The shadow is darker than you think.
Amazing. The shadow is darker than you think. Did you materialize like blade in hand? Nothing personnel, kids. Teleports behind you. Him. Yeah, no. I would say he's like thrown off his game a bit. You could roll your intimidate to see how far.
Do I get advantage for everything or no?
I'll give you advantage. I'm sure. Yeah, he seems pretty shook. You'll see the effects of that in his turn.
If
Here.
you need that advantage, jeez.
Here, it's your turn. You are 10 feet up this chain. This guy thinks that, oh, look at me. I've got a cool monk weapon that can attack people from 10 feet away. Never seen that before, have you?
Look at me! Look what I got here.
he's got a fucking knife on a rope. You got a scythe on a chain. He doesn't know who he just fucked with, or he might actually, considering you seem to be his target.
Look what I got here.
So,
Yeah,
the one on the top left is the one whose crossbow bolt down to here. There.
Good to know.
Yeah. So Tyr, you're on the chain. Shinobi below you. Zai coming up behind, stabbing them. You're free to do whatever you want. Plunging attack, swinging, climbing, descending, attacking from the chain. Using the chains in the scene. There's a chain hanging near him. That, someone climbed up, go nuts. You are also
I'll
close
jump
enough.
down
Okay, yeah.
and do a plunging attack.
All right, yeah, you fucking I'll count that as like a flanking attack with advantage. Yeah. So yeah, you dive on him. Oh, that's with it. Oh, you're missing his AC by 1. Do you have anything you can do to juice it?
Actually, I do.
Wild
I'm
talent.
pretty sure. Wild talent.
Oh, that's what it's called.
I was gonna
Oh
ask.
shit! The shadow emerges. Black Eagle
Oh.
Striking is about to this guy is thinks he's parrying you, and just the darkness fulminates.
Guys, is this the first time you're using this, or have you used it before?
I think I've used it once before.
He got it really close to when Tyr got dealt out of the campaign. But yeah, let's see that wild
Yeah.
talent. Let's fucking go.
Pretty sure it's a D6.
Yeah. Roll your d6.
Yeah.
Oh
Okay.
shit! Doesn't that mean it expands? Yeah. No.
It goes down to a D4 now.
Oh shit! When you get to the high roll, it goes down. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah. So the darkness expands, fulminating from Black Eagle Striking along the carving, and you just absolutely rake him. Give me the damage. This guy's getting fucked up. So Tyr, that's your turn.
No, I still have more attacks.
Wait, there's more. He's a monk. Pow, 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 pow. Yeah, okay, you fuck him up. You slash him, then you dive in with the uppercut while you're
Good
grabbing the other side of
God.
Black Eagle Striking. Oh my god, that's your damage roll. You knock him in the fucking head, teeth and blood go flying. His mask falls from his face. Oh,
Still alive?
he's real
Dude, how
fucked
the
up, but he's
fuck does Zai
standing.
have so much health?
I'm
Alright,
going
keep
to spend a key point.
Do it,
yeah.
do it. Let's go for it.
Come
on!
All right,
Get
all right.
monked.
Are you about to go? Okay, you go all all out. All right, yeah,
Ugh.
you fucking knee him in the balls. You fucking like fly up. He hits the ground double
Almost
over.
max dice too. Oh wait, your damage is still D4.
You
Shouldn't it be
bring in
higher?
the elbow strike. You banged both sides of his head now. Give me the damage.
Oh,
Your martial art
God.
dice should be higher than a D4.
Should
No,
it?
I thought he said that. Oh, the unarmed strike.
It should be a D6.
It should be a D6.
Oh wait, his
Why?
unarmed attack leveled up?
Yeah, amongst their martial art die
I
increases.
didn't
over
realize his
levels.
martial art die was up. Oh my
I
god.
also didn't realize.
Yeah, okay, well...
You're
yeah,
actually
I'll-
kind of
Alright,
close
I
to getting
guess
it
I'll
to the D8. So yeah,
Guess I'll reroll
should be a
then.
D6.
How do I edit this?
It does make kind of funny.
Details.
Your fists are almost as strong as Black Eagle striking now.
Which is good
Yeah.
because flurry of blows.
Yeah. I'll just roll D6.
For now, I just
instead,
manually roll it.
Yeah.
Apparently,
D6.
the fists are also magical
So
attacks.
it
In
would've
case you didn't know that.
been
8
the same damage.
So same.
for that one.
Yeah, for that one. And then the next one would be D6. 11 damage.
11. Jesus!
Alright. He's like barely alive. Alright, so that's your turn, right?
Yeah, that's my turn.
Variojin, you hear someone getting the absolute shit kicked out of them. Oh no! Did the bad guys find Tyr? It sounds like someone's having a rough time down there. You're up after
Real
being
quick, are
shot. There's like a bit of your feathers, or like the after they dropped you, by the way, like the illusion dropped, so you're a
Yeah.
bird again. You
I'm a-
see a quarrel in you, crossbow bolt. There's like a deadened bit of like buzz and feather around it. Not looking
Real
good.
quick, where are these guys? Like, where are these guys? Are they like hanging off the like? Are they on the
The
edge
guys who
somewhere?
are 30 feet are like this guy's like suspended by his like limbs like up like in like the dome that is this place. These dudes are stood on this narrow great ledge.
How much water is around?
There's a lot of water rushing through this place and circling.
So would you say I would be able to control it?
Oh, you can definitely control the water, Variojin. What are you gonna do with it?
Am I able to like try and knock these guys off? Because they're all on edges, right?
Yeah, because there's like a circle
Yeah.
of water around this. You could absolutely rip it up and like splash up.
Yeah,
through the
that's
grates
what I
and
want to
knock into
do.
them.
I want to try and knock them off.
What's the maximum area you can pop this in?
That's a good question, actually. I don't think it specified. Let me put up the text. It'd be basic. It's 1d6. Oh. That's what it says. See, that's the thing. It doesn't have any It doesn't specify.
All right, yeah, well, fuck it. You can do it all. So the water rushes up, and while you cannot lift water into the areas in this ability, you can create mild currents. Okay, you cause
Oh
a
my god, it's a
wave.
big circle.
You
Yeah.
cause a circular, like Zai. The water drains out from where your feet are and sloshes up around this sphere and strikes into the shinobi. All of them are making a strength save. What's your spell save DC?
15. Damn.
Damn.
They have a modifier of 1, by the way. They're just
Yeah, I see that.
Rolling
Okay,
really
thank
well.
goodness.
the one in the top right, like gets knocked clean and plummets to the ground after that hit, suffering 7 bludgeoning in the process.
I love how we're just feeding them
Jesus.
enemies down there.
Oh
Here,
my god,
you guys
that was
all.
gonna be so much better. But no,
You
they
guys
have to
are-
roll really well. Oh well.
Yeah, well, I mean, I will say this: like they're all kind of like knocked about and like, whoa, and this guy stepped back a bit. You know.
Yeah.
I just love the idea.
I'm
though.
assuming
It's
that took my action.
Does it not have a specified action economy? I would assume it takes
It's an action to use
Is
your
it?
basic
Alright.
um,
Okay.
bending.
Noted. I mean, after that, I can't really do much else with my bonus action, so that's it for me.
Oh, teleports behind you. So this shinobi gets up out of the dirt, out of the water, looks around, sees their buddy getting fucked up, right? They come over behind Tyr, and they slide their wakizashi from its sheath and try and make a rather impressive blow here. They have advantage because they are flanking. Well, they don't do much of that now, do they? They do have multi-attack. Oh my god. That's filthy. I just realized how many multi-attacks this shinobi doesn't have that many multi-attacks. They make one more attack. Alright, does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Guys.
So you take 4 slashing damage from their sword. And make the con save.
Concentration check. You're trying to be a DC of 10. Nice. So if we care, we still have pass
So
without
21
a trace.
poison damage comes to Tyr.
Oh,
Wait,
never
why
mind.
is it a
The con
DC
save
of-
for that.
Wait, I'm confused. Why is it DC 10?
It takes the higher of half the damage or base DC 10 for concentration checks.
Oh,
thought-
sorry.
I thought, yeah, I thought he was doing the concentration check. I didn't realize that all the weapons had poison.
Alright,
If only you rolled that one first.
Mm-hmm.
this shinobi hops to the chain. Tries to swing across. Doesn't do a great job. Just winds up here. Actually, 11 under these circumstances. They fall down 10 feet on the chain and grip it. At this point, they decide to just, like, drop off it and, like, you know, use the rest of their turn to dash. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So Zai, they're rushing up behind you. This shinobi is also going to try and slide across. They manage to get across, and they whip out their Kisarigama, and they make their roll. Wait a minute, I know why I'm not getting the prompts. Because I'm not, oh my god, I'm checking the chat log on the, oh my god, I'm so stupid. So does the 13 hit is easy?
No,
Alright, they're gonna get one more attack.
I did
A
not.
13 still doesn't
No.
hit as easy. That is their turn, and I'm gonna make note of the fact this guy is. So yeah. That is the bottom of the round. This shinobi, he's got buddies coming to back him up, but he got real intimidated earlier. The bonus action, he drops a smoke bomb. And he is going to try and sneak out. I'm clicking the stealth button. Is that not how you guys roll tests?
I don't know.
That's definitely how we do it. Yeah.
Alright, do either of you have a passive perception higher than an 18?
I believe so. My passive is 15.
Okay, I said an 18.
Oh, you said 18. No.
Mine's 15.
Okay, so there's like a smoke cloud near you guys. And who's to say where that guy went? We won't need to be worrying about him again. Azizi.
Zizi was like, does shove take up your action or
One of your
attack?
attacks. One of
Okay.
your attacks, I believe.
Zizi's gonna run up and try to shove this guy off.
That's how we've been running it so far.
Yeah,
so might as
give
well
me that
keep it.
attack.
It is. Sorry, is it a strength-based attack or just an attack?
I think it's. I'll let you do your preference. All that
No
matters-
proficiency.
All that matters is that you're trying to hit them.
No proficiency, I presume, right?
I think you're trying to shove them with a weapon. You do get the weapon's proficiency, unless I'm tripping.
Oh, okay.
I'll look up how shove works after this. Sorry, it's been a while since that was a common thing. Yeah, you hit him. I think he gets a save against it. He gets to contest it, right?
Yeah, it's generally
Sorry,
an athletic
Kyle.
versus athletic or acrobatics.
All right. Well. I mean, he's gonna try the acrobatics. He's in it. He doesn't get quite. He's like whoop, and then you push him off, and he does a little backflip. He grabs the chain to slow his descent, but he winds up at 0 feet.
Azizi is going to jump up with sword pointing downwards and wants to try to land on him.
Lunging attack. Give me that attack with advantage.
Wait, I can just roll this again. Advantage. Geez, that's with advantage? Damn.
Roll like a d6 of plunging attack, I suppose.
1d slash R 1d6.
Yeah, you crash into him and like wind up to the side of him, and he downs health and.
And that's both of my attacks, right?
Yep. And you did some movement. I don't know if you've done all your movement, but you're in op range of him now. What do you want to do?
What weapon is he holding?
This guy has the Kasarigama in hand, so it's like a knife blade and shorter weapon attached by rope.
Do I see that it is like poisoned or anything, or just?
Yeah, it's definitely got a weird coating on it over the metal.
Let me just double check I have this. Come on. Yeah, bonus action disengage. How much
Goblin
movement did I
life.
use up there? Was it 10 feet?
You stepped
think it's
5,
10
10.
feet.
Yeah, you've used 10 feet.
So 5. Control 5, 10, 15, 20. Wait, no, I have more than that. Okay. Come on. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Because I have 40 feet of movement.
it's a barbarian.
I will be here then.
Nice, you're flanking. That's his easy stern. Zai.
Alright,
Azizi sees the shinobi
I'm-
though that came down. It's like, there you are, you fucker.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the one that's being sandwiched.
Alright. What's that save again?
What?
What's this? Is it a wisdom save?
Oh shit, that's not set up right. Oh. Fuck.
I think so.
It's not. There.
Unless it's not hold.
Bypass it.
It is a wisdom save.
My spells aren't set up correctly, so it still thinks that I can't cast this.
It is wisdom saving throw.
Correct.
Alright, so they get a
I
13.
would
Oh.
sure hope his is higher than 15.
Yeah, so they fail, right?
Yeah, the save should be.
You have
My
a plus 5 to charisma, right?
correct.
That'll
It's
yeah,
a 16.
that
Alright.
alone will guarantee it.
They are paralyzed. Boom.
So this one's paralyzed. That was my action.
Mm-hmm.
There are
Um,
are there still 3 shinobis?
Yes. Well, I mean, there's still 4.
No,
You
one's
s-
hidden. I'm because I'm trying to see where the third one is. I don't see him on the map.
He's
That's
down
because we don't have
south.
line of sight.
Yeah. He's like
Oh, okay.
over here.
You saw him get pushed off to the southwest.
Yeah, I thought that's who Casey jumped attack.
I'm gonna spend my movement to walk up to this other shinobi,
Mhm.
and I'm not really close in attacking him, so I can't whisper to his ears. But I'm gonna just stare at him and ask him, "You're losing a lot of friends here. You sure you want to keep going?"
All right. He doesn't seem impressed by that. He's full health. He's ready to fight. You can give me intimidate. You know what? His eyes flash with a question of where his companion has gone, but his eyes also flash to Tyr. So Tyr, it's your turn.
This guy is paralyzed. You have advantage on every attack. Every attack is an auto crit if it hits.
Alright. Yeah.
I hope you
I'll
still have
go
key
for it.
points.
I will say it's only
Hell
melee.
yeah, dude.
That's
Not
fair.
like it
needs-
matters for you, but
I mean, it's technically anything within 5 feet attacking you.
oh.
All right, so
Does
blinding
it actually have to
striking
be
lashes out. Holy shit! Yeah, that's a hit. Let's see that.
Fuck him up.
Yeah, okay. So you deal 14 damage to him for your opener. You deal.
Unfortunately, this is a little anticlimactic because it's still
Yeah, I
already
know.
crits.
Already crit, yeah.
All right. Yeah,
It's
you.
so
But hey,
funny.
With the opener, you dash, and there are 2 thick red lines through his tunic, blood sopping out into the waves. He can't move. He can't resist.
Wait, what's the highest spell level you can cast?
He's bloody. He's fucked up.
I mean,
What
I
are you
can
gonna
cast
do?
2nd level spells.
Oh damn!
I
I was
I
thinking
never.
it's-
I don't think I've
Key
ever
point.
updated my warlock feature, so it never updated my spell slots.
It was like if it was 3rd level, you would have gotten automatically another person.
That's a hit. Give me that damage.
That's why I was curious.
Flurry blows.
All right, and that's already rolled as a crit, right? Yeah. Okay, so that's 11.
Yeah.
That
Oh
is-
right, you multi-classed.
That is
Yeah.
14. He's looking really fucked up. You've punched him in the head. You've kicked him in the hip. He's falling apart.
That's 14 to hit.
Oh, just kidding. 14 to hit is actually a miss, unfortunately.
I think I can still use my dice. Wild talents. Is it once per turn?
Oh, wild talent.
Yeah, once on
Guided
each
strike?
turn.
Yes.
Yeah.
Once on each of your turns.
So right now it's a D4. $17.
17 hits. Give me the damage.
Nice.
Yeah, 11. He's fucked up. Not quite down, but he's fucked up. That's it's your turn, right?
Yeah, I will spend my movement to come over here.
I assume you're on the ground by now. Yes, he is. Yep. All right. That's your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Ryojin, what do you want to do? You're up top. People are down
Real
below.
quick, Kai, that guy's paralyzed. He can't op you if you move away. I don't know if you were dancing
know.
around him for that.
No.
Okay.
He also just automatically loses his next turn, which is gonna be great.
I guess
Yep.
I'll just fly down and
All right. Move where you want to fly down, and then you can change yourself to 0 feet.
Or
uh,
The
you
number
can
top
also fly above if you want, but it's gonna be a little harder to see.
one. I moved you down. So here you are.
I'm gonna heal Tyr.
All right. You tap tier, and are you choosing to?
I'll accept the burn.
All right. Roll me your
It's
heal.
healer, right? No, it's restoration. Is it healer or restoration? I think it's healer, right?
It's kinetic healer. Restoration is lesser restoration.
You tap tier with your little feather tip, and has Tier ever seen you in bird mode?
Yes, I thought.
Yeah, I
There was
got
the
hit a
fight in the
couple
bank.
times. Yeah.
All right. So let's see that. Let's see that roll. Okay. Tier, you feel like the vital essences and liquids of your body
Hey.
flow.
Does elemental overload help with this too? No, this is
I
attack.
don't believe so.
This is gain
Not
up
from the attacks.
with last attacks. Yeah, okay.
So that's Ryojin's
Technically,
turn,
it's
right?
not last time. Yeah.
All right. So this shinobi is fucking paralyzed. They make a wisdom save at the end of their turn.
Correct.
They do
Does
not
not
pass
make
it.
it.
It's another shinobi's turn. This shinobi got incredibly intimidated by Zai. He's not frightened yet, but he is a little worried.
I do like a hand gesture. I'm like, you can leave now.
He pops a smoke bomb and attempts to become hidden as part of that. You still see him in the smoke.
Yep.
He dances out and he draws his wakizashi and tries to cut you down.
Dances out as it moves away, or
Like, he dances to the side and he tries to slash you. And by tries, I mean succeeds.
yep.
Okay, so
Oh.
that's 4. Slashing. And one moment. Yeah, you want to click the saving throw button on that?
Do I click it?
Yeah, if you click it while you have Zai selected, you'll automatically roll against it. Okay, so
No, that's right.
you take half of 26, so you know.
Jesus. Okay.
You take
Wait,
13.
Was the DC always 11?
Yeah. Oh,
I don't know why it says 11 there, but in the text it says 16.
Oh no, it's supposed to be
Yeah.
16. Sorry. No, I don't know why it fucked up some of the things. I think it's because they're trying to treat it like a spell save. Anyway, that's the shinobi's attack. And the thing is, the shinobi actually gets more than one attack. They've used up their poison, but they are going to try and swing on you. I'm assuming 17 hits.
Yeah, my armor class is 16.
Don't
Jesus.
Okay.
Okay,
Hold on,
the
hold on.
poison's not
they
there.
didn't. Yeah. Wait. It roll. Okay. They rolled
first
a
3 dice.
6. You take
So
6
it's-
slashing.
Okay.
Yeah, no, you don't get dumped on with that. Yeah.
Suddenly 29 damage. What the fuck? From one hit?
So the shinobi kind of dances out over here as he does that. It's this shinobi's turn. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. As a bonus action, they're going to drop their smoke bomb. And they're going to try and be hidden for this. Ryojin, what's your passive perception?
My passive perception is 10.
Okay, I regret to inform you.
But I can't be snuck up on.
Good to know. You were about to take sneak attack damage on that shit. Alright, so
I
that's
still
a
get hit. Yeah.
So
Does
that's
he
the-
have his poison?
This guy still has his
It
poison.
hasn't attacked yet.
He has,
Oh,
he's
wow.
missed.
Oh. What did he
Oh well,
attack?
fuck.
He
that
missed his
downs
easy
me no
up
matter
top.
what happens.
So even
Okay.
if you pass, you're still down?
Yeah, because I mean, I only have 9 HP.
Alright, roll a death save.
Yes, sir. Okay, here it is. 11.
Alright, that's a
Pass.
success.
Oh, look, it's green. That's cool. Let's see how I
Um,
pass. Does it give me a check? Oh, it does. That's
With
so
his
cool.
with his second one, he's going to swing at Azizi. Ignore the poison on this one. 11 doesn't hit her anyway. The blade slides over your head.
That'd have been nice if I could have done that. But it's fine.
It is Shinobi's turn that is not presently here. Azizi, it is your turn. Paralyzed dude almost down next to you. 2 very healthy dudes north and south. Casey?
Oh, sorry. I will just melee attack the one above me. It's advantage, right?
Advantage.
Damn it!
Alright, well, that is a hit. That's a crit. So you just.
Did you say damn it? Oh, because you crit on the
Oh,
crit.
wait, because you crit and yeah, no.
Yeah, okay,
God, you
that's
guys
why
are
it's
rolling
there.
so many nat 20s against this guy. You
Oh,
can crit
come
on
on,
anyway.
really? Okay,
Fury
I
the
guess I
Small.
gotta use...
Fury the Small.
Oh yeah, I could've. Fuck.
Yeah, you know, you can just,
Can
I'd
I-
say, yeah, you come up, you stab him, and you stab him just such like under the fucking knee. He's like and he goes down. What's your Fury of the Small damage?
7.
Okay, yeah, that's more than enough. He hits the ground bleeding. He's
Thank you.
I'm sorry for the backseat gaming, guys, but like we
I
kind
know.
of need it. We're all very low, except me.
But yeah, I was gonna go down and attack this guy anyways. Not advantage though. First roll was still the 13 though.
Yep.
Does that
Roll
hit?
13 plus 4.
yeah, that hits. Give him the damage. You shank him for 7.
Why do you have 2 pluses there?
Probably
Because one of the formulas that is pulling up a null number.
So, Aziz, that's your turn, right?
Yeah.
Die is your turn.
Oh, on the counter on the tracker, they come up as red when they're dead. That's actually really nice. For the one shinobi that's actually dead and not just fucked off.
Yeah. So, Zai, what's the play here?
I'm gonna square up and block his way to tier,
Hmm.
and I'm going to attack him.
You attack.
Do I get any like advantage or anything because of intimidation or no?
You slash. Yeah, we'll call it soon, Casey. You get. Wait, what are you asking, Shin?
From the previous intimidation, do I get any bonuses to my
Yeah,
attack?
I'll give you advantage on this attack. Swing him. Okay, that's it. Give me the damage.
And because I'm a swashbuckler and I have no other creature besides that one I'm targeting, I get sneak attack with these attacks.
All right, pop it. Okay.
And then I'm gonna use my bonus action to use the other end of the blade.
Damn! Holy shit. That was
I should have saved my sneak attack. Oh well.
Yeah. All right. He's at half health. Zai, that's your basically turn, right?
Yeah, that is my turn.
All right.
And I still whisper, like, this time I attacked him, so I'm gonna whisper, like, you can still walk away.
Given the lateness of the hour, Tier, I'm gonna end it on your turn. Just like, what do you do in this circumstance as we zoom in on you? One shinobi down, 2 around. Who knows? The other one's in the bush. Situation kind of fucked. What do you do?
I will. Black Eagle soaring.
Amazing. Yeah. You fucking, like, Aziza, you see the blade, like, splash into the water, catch on a stone. Tier
Wait, did
flies
Virgo-
over in an arc.
Did Vera go down again?
Yeah, he's down
Yeah.
again.
Can I attack again?
Oh, shit. Is that once per encounter feat? Some
I
of them were once per encounter.
don't remember.
I think it might be the first time in an encounter, but we can check. Yeah, the first time an
It's the
ally
first time
drops
an ally
stairs
drops in the
in an
encounter.
encounter.
Okay.
All right, so Tier, you're up behind. You're grabbing him, right?
Technically,
fucking-
that was
you're
a
taking-
yeah,
encounter, but-
acrobatics.
All right.
No, this is the surprise round of this encounter.
Oh,
Yeah, you get advantage. You have. They don't see it coming. They never see it coming.
Is it also flanking?
Yes, but unfortunately, we can't give him double advantage.
Yeah.
You try and bundle the shinobi, but the shinobi just pops through with it, and you get his little hoodie. You're fighting him. That's an action, right? Or is that just one attack?
that's a bonus action.
Oh shit! Yes.
And yeah, I guess I'll just swing.
It's all good. That's a hit.
Twice, real quick. And
Pop your damage.
normal.
Yeah, you hit. You hit. He's a little fucked up. So we zoom in. So we see here a brutal display in the gully, blood gushing, water rushing. Who shall be the victor? It's anybody's guess. We are gonna do. I think we're gonna abrogate feedback phase tonight, considering we're down people and we're hoping to end soon. I'm gonna raid someone, and we will be back next Monday with our Foundry problems solved.
Yeah, I hope so. I like how she typed that through me. I was like, what the fuck? When did I say this?
What?
Because when she typed it in chat, she typed it through my character.
Oh yeah, if you have someone's token
Yeah,
selected, he'll
he
talk
talked
through them.
It was just weird. I was like, wait a second, I don't remember typing that. When did I do that?
Yeah.
No, it's like, oh wait, Darren's dipped too. All right, we're in raid now.